Zaslow. Greg Cody. Roy Bellamy. Jeremy Tache. Tony Colariu. Chris Cody. Dan Le Batard.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic's up, cue.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show.
Greg's here.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, Greg?
It's going well, Zaz. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
So we got a lot to get to today. Good morning to everybody out there. Dog looks like he's chewing on something. Get that under control, Trista.
He's fluffing.
Okay. All right. It's a little distracting.
You know
but
about that
nonetheless.
fluffing, Greg?
I do know about that fluffing.
You big fluffer?
I got a dog and a cat. Yeah,
How many
Yeah?
times a week?
You like a good fluffer?
I like fluff. Yeah.
Fluffer's very underrated role.
I'm into fluffery.
Thankless job.
Very thankless, yeah.
Okay.
Greg, what do you think about Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
These type of like celebrity deaths are always interesting to me because you'll get the news yesterday that Dolly Parton passed away. Iconic, obviously. But we'll get the news that Dolly Parton passed away and people will be really sad, you know? And I think it's always a nice occasion to hear all the great things that this person did. You know, like she was 80 years old. She lived a really full, great life. And I usually take the attitude of celebrating in that spot as opposed to being sad. And I really enjoyed yesterday hearing and reading all of the tributes. And it's a reminder of all the things that they did throughout their life, the great things, the philanthropic things, and the kind of person that they were. Because all these stories that I'm hearing from people, she seemed like just the sweetest woman. So, yeah, it's sad. I mean, she passed away, but 80 years old, super full and meaningful life. And I've been enjoying over the last, what are we talking, almost 24 hours, just hearing about how great she was.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a meaningful death to hear about for me. I've followed her career ever since she and Kenny Rogers did Islands of the Stream, which I think is one of the great songs. I always judge a celebrity's death by how my wife and I interact on the news. And I heard it a little bit before she did. And when I heard it, I texted my wife and said, "Oh my gosh, Dolly Parton just died."
Which you got to do when you find that news.
I know, but
when you have it first, you tell people,
right,
so that you can be the person to tell them.
But I never used the phrase "oh my gosh," but I thought it was fitting. Okay, it was fitting to say "gosh." I don't know why, but I just think it was.
As opposed to like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Are you not an "oh my God" guy? You're an "oh my gosh"?
Yeah, "oh my gosh."
I assume you just wrote OMG.
No, I did not.
You wrote it out.
Yeah, "oh my gosh, Dolly Parton just died."
Did you dictate it? Oh my gosh, period.
No, it was a short enough text where I actually wrote it.
Wouldn't you put "oh my gosh" exclamation point?
That's true. But I love to.
No, because that's
he's
a
the
death.
king of doing that.
You don't want to exclaim about a death.
Old people love to dictate text into their phone.
I do. But to your point, the consensus I got from hearing all the reaction yesterday was everybody loved Dolly Parton. She was not polarizing. You don't hear much bad about her.
Yeah.
She was across country and pop and Americana. She was all kind of music. I mean, it's. I think it's a major loss for the entertainment industry. I really
My
do.
favorite thing I saw yesterday, I loved what Eminem shared. Did anyone see what Eminem shared about her? It was like so sweet.
Hell yeah.
He wrote like this really nice thing. Like they never got to meet, all right? But he shared this letter that she wrote him or sent him one time after he won an award. And she went on about how, I don't know anything about rap music, but you're incredible. And it was the sweetest note she wrote him.
Right, when she lost the award to 3 6 Mafia, she wrote them boys a note as well. So it's like, salute. She's just a great human being, man.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed that aspect. As someone who doesn't know a ton about Dolly Parton,
Sipping on some scissor.
I liked reading all these anecdotes. And for those who are watching on video, you could see Eminem posted on his Twitter account the message, the note that Dolly Parton sent him after an award, and it's just so. You know what? I'll read it real quick.
It's cool he kept it.
I'll read it. Yeah, well, and he wrote on his tweet like how meaningful this was to him. Congratulations on your induction into the Rock Hall of Fame. She writes, your performance was amazing. Everybody said so. Even though I don't know a lot about rap music, I've come to know that you are the very best at it. Aside from that, it's such a sweet thing to say. Aside from that, I hope what I have to say will not seem weird or strange to you, but I've always felt some unexplained connection to you, like I know you somehow. I had hoped to meet you at the show, but you know how nuts those things are. Personally, I hate them and I miss my chance, but maybe someday we'll meet. In the meantime, keep doing what you're doing because you do it so well, and no matter how complex your world may be, just know you are very special and touch people in ways you don't even know. Love and respect, Dolly Parton. That's a really sweet message.
Yeah, and you don't sense an ulterior motive to that. She's not looking for anything from Eminem. I mean, she just, it's kind, it's sweet.
Yeah, so and you know, you just hear some of the music and it's like, oh, that's Dolly Parton, that song? Like, I heard some of that yesterday where I didn't realize
I wasn't
that
thinking there was an ulterior motive.
What would that even be?
It wasn't even in the cards for me, but now trying to figure
I'm
out
with
what
my
she's
dad.
getting at.
She's trying to bleep him.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. Dolly, a couple of years ago, put out
Pound Town.
Put out an album with artists you wouldn't associate her collaborating with.
Go ahead.
Like rock artists
Okay.
and stuff like that. And so
Nice.
an ulterior motive might
hooligans,
have been,
right?
might have been, hey, Eminem, can we do a duet on my latest album? But there was none of that.
She should have ended it with P.S. We should be together too.
Okay, well, there are weirder couples in Hollywood.
So Klay Thompson yesterday, Greg, was introduced to the Miami media.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And Trista, did you see he was introduced to Miami traffic immediately upon his arrival here, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I saw that he basically was late to it because I guess Biscayne Boulevard was action-packed, jam-packed. Good thing he has a boat. From now on, he can just pull up in the sail. Is it a sailboat or a speedboat? I don't know what kind of.
I don't know,
It's
but
the Stallion, though.
When I close my eyes, I do picture him in a captain's hat.
He loves boating.
Does he?
Oh yeah, he's like a
Really?
huge boating
Picked the right city.
/ fisherman. I have, by the way, I'll plug real quick. I got Klay Thompson joining me on Zaslow Show 2.0 today.
Did you ask him what he thinks about using the term wench in 2026?
I spoke to him yesterday, so I'll let you know. It's a taped interview, all right? Although every podcast is taped, right? So does it even matter if I taped before the taping?
This one's live.
Yeah, but do you consider this show a podcast?
1,000%.
Just one of the biggest in
most do.
sports.
I feel like this is
Biggest, most influential.
I feel like this is a show that is then released in podcast form.
I think we've pivoted slightly, but most people still ingest us via podcast.
Okay.
Can I
Anyway.
ask you a question about Zaslow 2.0?
Yes.
At what point does it just return to Zaslow Show? Yeah.
Never.
Never.
That part of my life is over. That's done.
I got a question. Are you interested in a Zaslow 3.0?
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think 2.0 nailed it?
I think
So then just go Zaslow Show.
If we get to
No,
3.0,
no, no.
things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
I already told
yeah.
you.
Yeah, life has been. Yeah.
Zaslow Show, or even The Zaslow Show, which is what it was called on local radio. The Zaslow Show. There's no more the. The Zaslow Show.
So you dropped this up.
I dropped the.
The
Cleaner.
I dropped the.
That happened subtly. About 5 or 7 years ago, the Miami Herald became just Miami Herald.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice branding. So I'm suggesting you drop the 2.0.
No, the Zaslow Show
I don't like the 2.0.
is that's in my past.
I don't like 2.0.
That's not part of my life
yeah, but
anymore.
you've reintroduced yourself to a
Right, that's
a
why
broader,
it's 2.0.
I'm
No.
with Mike. 2.0's odd.
But you've got a broader audience, and most of the people listening now, thanks to being a part of the Le Batard and Friends Network,
Don't
Right.
know about the 1.0.
don't know about 1.0.
Well, there was never a 1.0. It was like when a movie comes out, the movie's not called Part 1.
But you're seeing the sequel for the first time. The
No,
bulk
it's-
of your audience is seeing the sequel.
It's not really a sequel. It's just this is the next version.
What's the implication of 2.0 then?
This is it's the next version. It's the next
I've
phase.
dropped
Yeah.
the 2.0.
Yeah, it's confusing.
No,
You have a whole room here.
no
telling
one's
you you're wrong.
confused.
No, it's confusing. It's rotten. The Greg Cody Show has never dropped the and will not add 2.0. We like to be streamlined. We like to be old school. We're a small private individual. We're not connected officially with the Le Batard network, and yet we thrive on pedaling as fast as we can.
We may add another Greg Cody to the title, but never 2.0.
That's true. We would add a third Greg Cody.
Juju, put it on the poll. Should Zaslow drop the 2.0?
If they say yes overwhelmingly, will you do it?
No, they're not in charge.
I'm about to make a top 5 list of Zaslow new podcast name possibilities.
Okay.
Oh, good. I like that.
Okay, but
I want to hear that.
But I'm telling you, for all intent and purposes,
What?
Zaslow
Did you just
show.
give it an intent and purposes?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes. That's not right.
It is intents and purposes. Yes.
Okay. It sounded weird though. For all intents and purposes. Yeah?
Yeah,
That's
more
the
than
one.
one intention.
right. Intense.
Okay. Like I was saying,
Drop the 2.0.
that's in my past.
2.0 should be in your past.
You're not supposed to look in the rearview mirror.
No, we're looking forward.
You're supposed to look forward.
You're always looking forward. Dropping the 2.0 doesn't mean you're looking behind.
Yeah.
No, it absolutely does.
You already dropped the.
Studies show that people don't like 2.0.
It's true.
There's never been a study.
Yeah, there has.
Yes. And you've also built the expectation that there will soon one day be a 3.0.
Good. Leave them wanting more. Wait and see. Hashtag
That's,
wait to see.
That's not your thing.
I just coined that. Hashtag wait to see.
That's already being used.
That's
by
mine
David
now.
That's David Sampson.
I own that phrase now.
Quit stealing other people's material.
That's rich coming from you. So Klay Thompson was introduced to the Miami media yesterday, and I spoke to Klay yesterday. It's going to be on Zaslow Show 2.0.
Yeah, we heard that.
today.
Yeah.
I'm rehashing the story. People
okay.
forget, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
I got sidetracked like nonsense. And I'll tell you, to me, I mean, look, he's a professional. Maybe it's a put on. He seemed to me really excited to be here. He seemed really happy to be here. Maybe because he really did not like his last year in Dallas. I don't know. What the
He
reason?
was in purgatory.
Okay, then
yes.
that's fine.
Who
Okay.
would like that?
Who
that's
would
fine.
like that?
Okay.
You go to play with Luka, and then Luka ends up getting traded, and you're now with Cooper Flag, which is fine, but you're just sitting there in the middle of nonsense. Everybody's talking about fire Nico, and yeah, of course he's happy. He looks a little fluffy. I wish he would have gotten on a treadmill before he got to
Whoa,
Miami.
take it easy, all right? It's a training camp. That's what training camp's for.
Sorry.
Can you imagine if we said that about a WNBA player?
That's right. Look a little
We
fluffy.
don't live in a matriarchy. We live in a patriarchy. Women are already sexualized. We can continue to sexualize men. That's just leveling the playing field.
That's true. That's only fair.
Talk to
Only
me.
fair.
For example,
fluffer.
let me ask you this: who is a WNBA player who's
Oh boy.
Yeah,
on.
no.
who's considered
Go on.
to be
Let's
a little
not.
heavy? This is putting men and women athletes on an
That's
equal
right.
plane.
Take a crack at it.
Quality.
It's
Here we go.
okay. It's okay to
Oh
say
boy.
that one on the whatever team, the
Trista,
Dallas.
tell him
Oh,
this
girl.
is okay.
Oh boy, who's a heavy WNBA player? I'm just asking you. Oh boy.
Don't have any.
Okay, perfect league. Oh boy,
I'll have to take your word for it.
perfect league. Nobody's overweight. Oh boy.
Juju, put on the poll. Are there any heavy WNBA players?
Oh boy.
I see Juju having an internal struggle right now. Instead. Go with this. Clay kind of looked like an unk.
Yeah.
Well, that means he looked old, right?
Yeah.
Who
I
looks
mean,
like an auntie in the WNBA?
So like I got a little scared. I got a little.
Oh boy.
I got a little scared seeing the photo shoot. And keep in mind, we still have training camp around the corner. And Clay's never been like this body guy. But there were people drawing comparisons. Clay's not one of them. People were drawing comparisons to like, oh no, he's doing the washed pose. And
What's the wash pose?
The wash pose is like when you put the basketball up on your shoulders, and people were doing the side by side of him next to Shaq.
Oh,
in a
Celtics
Celtics
Shaq.
uniform, and him next to KG and in a Nets uniform.
Okay, so hold on a second. If those poses, the ball on the shoulder and also the holding the ball in front of your stomach with two hands, if those are the wash poses, What other poses are there with a basketball?
I don't think.
Do you want him spinning it on his finger?
I think it's more. I think it's more his face.
It's this one.
Maybe he can't palm the
Ball
Yeah.
out, palm
Palming
out.
it straight out.
Yeah.
I
There's
like
also
that.
2 hands on it, kind of like with your elbows out.
Yeah, I saw the images and I'm like, oh, see, now we got Paul George doing the wash pose.
Good look.
I saw the image and I was like, look, I'm hoping that this works out, but I can see a future in which this is in some sort of social media montage of guys' last stops that you wouldn't think. Right up there with like the Patrick Ewing Sonics.
Is that the weirdest
Yeah, that happened.
great player washed stop?
Olajuwon was with the Raptors.
Yep. Patrick, do you go Patrick Ewing Sonics or Patrick Ewing Magic?
Both uniforms looked really bad on him.
Shaq Celtics is a good one.
Patrick Ewing never changed his aesthetic, while the uniforms did. Wow, Keith Van Horn. I mean, that was when Keith Van Horn still had it cooking.
No, Keith Van Horn had great years with the Nets.
Great socks too.
Yeah.
Remember
But
Keith
he
Van Horn
does
was-
look like a bad basketball player in that pose. It's not really easy to look good.
Yeah. Good bicep, though.
Remember Keith Van Horn got traded after he was retired? That's a flex.
Yeah. How many times did Luke Ridnour get traded like in 1 month?
I don't know.
And I don't even think he was playing basketball at the time.
Go look it up.
Nah, don't care enough.
Maybe that's why I've been seeing random guys that I didn't know still played basketball announcing their retirement. Maybe they do that so they don't get traded.
Yeah, look at that. Zion Williamson, active player.
Is that
Can't
the
do
wash pose?
You can't do that. And he's doing a point.
Yeah, he
like
doing
it.
the Sam Darnold out indefinitely mononucleosis.
So you're not worried about this Clay thing. You think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I'm
After
pretty into
speaking
it.
with him, did he give any insight as to why you might feel even
Well, look,
better
Greg,
about this?
Greg, I feel like you may not know this about me, but when a player comes on my show, I automatically like them.
Of course you do.
Now I'm biased
yeah.
toward them.
Yeah, you are.
I can be bought.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's
that's
no
what
question.
happened
Yeah.
yesterday with Klay Thompson. I'm in on Klay now.
Yeah, low price.
Yeah.
As well, you can be bought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke
That's fair.
Rittenhauer was traded 4 times within 5 days.
I don't feel you have any loyalty towards your friends.
That I don't think you could say anything less true than that.
There's one thing I know about Zaz. Well,
Well,
a
it's
couple
two things.
Yeah, 2 things. Well, number 1, he's a cuck. And number, all right, I'm sorry, I screwed that up. He's not a cuck. And number 2, he's very loyal to his friends.
Very, yeah. I don't think you could be. I don't think that statement could. I don't think there could be anything more wrong.
Wait, he's also a 4-3-3 guy in soccer.
Everyone knows that. No, I'm very loyal. I think it's my best character trait.
So Klay Thompson is your guy for life. He could start the season 3 for 21 on 3-point shots, and you'll be like, too early to give up on him.
Yeah.
Greg,
A lot
Klay
left.
Thompson, not even a month ago, called me a wench with the 3 instead of the E.
That is true. though,
All
Greg.
caps.
Oh, boy.
He was defending his dog.
That
He
is true,
said,
Greg.
keep Rocco's name out of your mouth. You went.
Okay, but now why don't you rewind and tell Greg why he said that? It wasn't just Klay Thompson randomly seeking out Trista Crick and calling her a wench.
Well, I mentioned Rocco, his dog. I didn't know Rocco had passed away.
Oh. Oh, boy.
R.I.P. Rocco.
You're obviously super
But-
tight with your dog. I don't understand why you didn't see where he was coming from.
I did see, but the wench, I feel like, needed to be mentioned by Jeremy at the press conference, by you, by someone. And now
There's
you're
no way I was
claiming-
asking him that.
Now you're claiming he's your friend and you're
Yeah.
going to support him. What about us?
I don't know.
Me and you.
I don't know. I don't think wench is that bad. I think it's
Really?
like it's like calling somebody like a rabble rouser.
Plus the
It-
3 there, it's like I don't really know what he's saying.
It
like you're
means-
trying to be funny.
Means of like
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah, but I don't think
Whoa.
he's like that typed in Salem.
Is
like-
that what wench means?
It means
I've
witch.
never thought of loose with wench.
It means witch, right?
A
No.
wench is an archaic or humorous term for a girl, young woman, or female servant, though it historically also carried derogatory or secondary meanings.
Nah,
There it
no one thinks
is.
about it. Nobody
Play
thinks of
on.
it that way.
I think it's in the same lane as, who are you calling a cootie queen? You went liquor.
Oh, boy.
Like it's like saying like Jezebel. I
Also, no,
no,
if someone
no one thinks that's.
Winch is
you
gentle.
haven't seen Handmaid's Tale.
Winch is a gentle derogatory.
It's gentle.
It's gentle.
May the Lord open.
Handmaid's
It
Tale.
doesn't start with
Flapper.
a B. I mean, come on.
All of these are
Flapper?
terrible.
No, it's
All
not.
of
Flapper's
these are
not bad. If someone
terrible.
calls me a flapper, I'm immediately disarmed. I'm like, all right, I'm a fan of your lexicon.
Handmaid's Tale might be the only show that I ever watched and a couple episodes in, I couldn't do it. Not because I didn't think it was good. It was too heavy. It was like
Really?
way too heavy.
I felt that way with the bear.
I did too.
Yeah, like
It's not that intense. I've
grilled
worked
cheese-
in restaurants.
like episode 7, like it's make or break with this grilled cheese. Like, okay, let's go.
Exactly.
Let's get over ourselves.
And here's the funniest thing about the bear. It's a comedy.
Is it?
It's a dramedy.
It was. It's kind of
the same way Barry was.
No,
Every episode's like uncut gems, and just like, what are we doing? Like, someone's hiding tomatoes for some reason because they just want to like get one over and be an asshole to
My
somebody.
cortisol level went through the roof watching The Bear. Couldn't do it.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy dramatic.
We got a grease fire. It's just enough.
Blessed be the fruit.
I mean, am I the only one who loved the bear?
No, I love the bear.
The Emmy Awards consider it a comedy. You
I
could
love
look it
the
up.
bear for 5 episodes, and then season 2 started, and I was like, all right, you're not getting me. I'm out.
Season 2 is incredible.
Juju, put it on the poll. Which was more intense, Handmaid's Tale or The Bear?
The Fishes episode?
That's the one that got me. I was like, I'm out of here.
It might be. I think it might be the best episode of television I've ever seen.
Look, I think I made the call. Like I'm not even saying that it was bad. I just made the decision that I think I know where this show is going. And from where I'm sitting, the 3 seasons that passed since, I kind of nailed it. The show just continued doing what it was doing.
I'll tell you what Mike Ryan might have nailed. Greg, do you know the band Weezer?
I have heard of Weezer.
You've heard of them. Can
Could
you name
not-
any songs?
I could not name a song.
Not a one?
No. Hum a few bars. Maybe I'll know it if
I
you...
only like the Blue Album and Pinkerton.
Yeah, those are
They
good
haven't
ones.
done anything good since.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weezer. What about Weezer?
I mean, you know they have a very famous song, which I thought you would be into, a song called Buddy Holly. It's one of their most famous
I know
songs.
Buddy Holly. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I know you do.
Okay.
More of a My Name is Jonas guy.
So,
Sing Buddy Holly for me.
not going to do that.
Okay.
With you, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you'll marry Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyways. I don't care about that.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Two Americans.
So, Mike Ryan tweeted at me. So, anyone can go see it, right? You can go check Twitter. Mike Ryan tweeted at me a 21st century.
What's with his homies dissing my girl? Why do they gotta front?
A 21st century Weezer playlist. And I listened to it between last night and this morning, all right? Because I love 20th centuy Weezer. First
Between
couple albums.
last night and this morning?
Yeah.
When is that?
I gave him like pure cuts. It's a playlist that was digestible within a drive.
Yeah, he gave me like a dozen songs, you know? So between last night, I gave it a start, and then this morning, I listened to the rest of it on my way here to work. And because I love the first 2 albums, that's 20th century Weezer. But 21st century Weezer, not really my thing. So Mike made me a playlist, and I got to tell you, I think I was wrong about 21st century Weezer.
See? All it took was a little effort. They have some good stuff.
But here, you could learn from me, because I'm a guy who can admit when he's wrong.
The others, they all learn from me.
That's right. You can learn from me.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
Maybe I know another thing about you. You're like me. No shame in admitting when you had that one wrong. All it took was a little effort.
Tell you
from
what.
me to get you to put in even less effort.
Tell you what, Pork and Beans, it's a good song.
That Red album.
That's a good song.
That Red album's pretty damn good.
I had never heard it before until this morning. That's a good song. I enjoyed that. So I think I'm going to go to the show when they're coming here in October.
Nice.
Now
I'll see you there.
I've seen Weezer a lot, but like not in a long time.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go.
I think this one has Silver Sun pickups and the Shins opening.
Okay.
That's a good bill.
All right. I think I'm going to go.
We're going to do the hands together?
No, probably not.
Come on.
I can't believe they have 20 albums. 20!
I can believe that.
That's insane.
They release a lot of music, and a lot of times you're like, nobody asked for any of this. Just do the 90s stuff. And then they do, but people like you before, Zaslow 1.0, wouldn't notice it at all or give it the time of day.
Juju, you got a top 5 for us ready?
Yes, sir, man. Top 5 names that the Zaslow Show 2.0 should change its name
There's
to.
no the, but okay, go ahead.
Number 5, Zaslow Returns. Mystical, you know? I'm interested. I'm locked in.
I like that.
Number 4, Zaslow 2, Judgment Day. You feel me? Number 3, Zaslow, Endgame.
I like that one.
Yeah, because you don't want to be anywhere else.
Exactly. Number 2, the Super Zaslow Show. And the number 1 name you should change it to, Too Zaz, Too Furious.
That is a good list, Juju. Excellent job.
Which one are you picking?
I gotta let it marinate.
I would nominate Zaz Show instead of Zaslow.
Jonathan Zaslow.
How about the Low Show?
Zaz.
That exists.
God, so many great
Just
options.
Zaz. Just Zaz. Like pink with an
Exclamation
exclamation
point.
Zaz.
That's not bad.
Really?
Zaz with an
Just
exclamation.
Zaz.
I have to yell it.
All caps like the Miami Heat put in press releases. Zaz. Do you do that?
Zaslow Show 2.0 is all caps.
Yeah. All right.
But it's
Do you
also
read-
no cap.
Do you read press releases and are like Klay Thompson agreed to terms with the Miami Heat?
Yeah, they always capitalize Heat. It's so weird. Nobody abides by that. Nobody writes Heat all in caps except the Heat.
That's their thing.
It's so weird.
That's their thing.
But to what end? Like, why would you do that?
Ask them next time you go over there. Say, to what end?
In Buffalo, they don't go Sabres, S-A-B-R-E-S, in all caps.
It's weird that that's the team you would choose.
Well, just it came to head.
They made the playoffs?
Finally, right?
I think you should ask that the next time you go there. Say, what's up with the caps?
That would be great.
That's Washington.
Yeah. That's a Pat Riley question, though, right? Yeah, I mean, you got to go high to get the answer to that.
Okay. Although I think it started before he got there.
Did it? Are you sure?
Nothing started before Pat Riley
Yeah.
got there.
Nothing. You think Roth Rothstein said, let's go all caps? I mean, he might have.
He might actually just call Roth Rothstein Roth. And and that's why he did that.
Do you remember covering Kevin Lockery?
Vaguely.
Harold.
Not really.
Harold.
Yeah, there you go.
Back door.
Oh, man.
Lockery.
Always looked 80 years old.
He's a
Kevin
good shooting
Lockery.
guard.
Came here looking 80. Those were the days.
Were they?
No, they weren't.
No, they really
No,
weren't.
they weren't. The days were last decade.
The D-A-Z-E.
Clinching,
Those were-
clinching the 8th playoff spot in game number 82. Those are the days.
Kevin Willis.
No.
Oh, with his T-Rex arms?
Yeah.
The days were LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Those indeed were the days.
Greg, did you hear about Dolphins practice yesterday? Malik Willis. So apparently, look, in the preseason games, the first drive of the preseason is the only drive that Malik Willis has played.
Right.
They looked awesome.
Yeah.
Malik Willis looked great.
Yeah, 90-yard drive or whatever.
Very pleased.
Yeah.
He looked great. He has not played since. And the offense has been abysmal.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of that first game and the entire second game. Yesterday, apparently, in practice, the Dolphins' offense was so bad. Like, they struggled so bad that Malik Willis apparently gathered the entire team mid-series. Gathered the entire team for, like, a pep talk. Apparently, it didn't exactly help, you know. They were still lousy yesterday. What have you been hearing about Dolphins training camp, Dolphins practices so far?
They're desperate to find a backup quarterback. They thought it was Quinn Ewers.
He's been bad.
He's been really bad, and they don't know who their backup quarterback is, which is a big deal in practice and training camp in the preseason, and that's a major thing for them is finding a backup quarterback.
How can, like, Quinn Ewers, he played the last couple games last season. He wasn't good, okay, but he wasn't unplayable. So how did we get to a place where he can't even be the backup for this team?
I mean, he looked so bad in
know.
the first preseason game.
And he's been injured during the preseason,
Yeah, he's
so
been
it's just
hurt.
been.
I mean, it's just been and he knows that there was no open competition. I think that one of the things I've heard is that Quinn Ewers didn't love the fact that they gave that money to Malik with the idea that he's the starter, everybody else is playing.
well,
for
you
second.
showed us, Quinn, by playing like shit this preseason.
Yeah,
We upset Quinn Ewers.
but before they signed Malik, I think Quinn Ewers thought it was an open competition, so his mindset's probably not really good.
He might be turning into a cautionary tale. He had a lot of money available to him to go back to college, and he wanted to do the pro thing.
Yeah.
I do like the move, though, that Malik Willis did because we've seen this a few weeks ago from other people. There are things you can do at training camp that are just easy wins. The media will run with it. It doesn't actually take any on-field play, and you're going to be impressing people. Yesterday, Malik Willis, you gather people around you during stop the practice. Everybody on me.
Yeah, no one's going to say that's not
That
cool.
is just a good look.
Yeah.
Any scenario.
Dude's a leader.
Another one, what Ruben Bain did a couple weeks ago. The after practice,
Yep.
I'm working by myself out here. If there's another player out there, you're waiting for that guy to leave, so there's the shot of you out there alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only other thing I can think of that's in this realm, it's not players doing it. Well, it is. It's players with the media. You bring the media first day of training camp, donuts. We've seen that move before. These are just easy things that will make news, and it gets the positive vibes going.
Greg, that's something that gets the media room excited, the donuts.
Have you ever seen that move on the first day?
I do love a donut. I have to admit.
Coach comes in, first opening press conference.
Yeah.
Here you go, guys.
It's no piece of bacon, but it's a great gift.
Are there
I have
other
another
things
one.
like that?
I have another one. Remember Anthony Richardson when he cleaned up trash?
Yes, picking up. Let me help the staff around training camp.
The Jameis Winston after the what was that World Cup games? Like the Japanese fans.
Him and the Japanese
yes.
fans
Yes,
were
sir.
clean. I love how they do that.
An easy victory.
Why don't we do that?
I know. Isn't that great?
What, staying
The Japanese
clean?
fans are cleaning up the bleachers. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's like they're civilized. We're not civilized. I
You're
got news
saying
for
that you don't want to stay and clean up
No,
your
I
section
don't.
at the Panthers game?
you. I don't.
No, who would? God bless the
Who
Japanese.
would?
Who would?
I mean, I have to force myself to take like my candy out of the movie theater when I'm done, throw that away.
You do that? So, like, there's one cinema where I clean up after myself.
And what others you don't?
Correct.
Regal.
What?
Well, I go
Call
to-
it a cinema, huh?
No, that's where I clean up after myself. No, because it's Gable's Art Cinema. Yeah, and so I clean up after myself there.
So
But
like
at
a
the
regular
movies-
movie theater?
There's a difference between the cinema and the movies.
Oh, my God.
And I don't clean up after myself at the movies.
You just leave, like, let's say you had popcorn, you'll leave the bucket.
Yeah. You know what? I'm listening to that feedback. I don't like the way that
That's
sounds.
so trashy.
You'll see sometimes they will put a trash can like in the main area as you're walking. I usually
Almost
throw it
always.
there. Like if I don't see that trash can there, like what am I gonna like carry like
Yeah,
four?
I guess I kind of treated it like a sporting event where, it just goes on the floor and that's where it's supposed to go. And
It's interesting that you say that because I always clean up after myself at the movie theater. I do. Why not? But at a sporting event, I never carry my garbage out.
Yeah, I don't either. Not that I'm in the stands very often, but I wouldn't.
Especially like at like a Marlins game, you just like slide it to the empty seat next to you underneath there.
Yeah.
Now it's that empty seat's
if
problem.
they do a national anthem before the event, it's okay to not clean up after yourself.
Really?
Yes.
How? Also, if the owner of the team is spending less than $100 million on player payroll, it's also fine not to clean up after
Why
yourself.
don't they do a national anthem before the movies start?
If the owner is spending less than $200 on a prostitute, okay to leave the trash in the arena.
There you
Also,
go.
if your owner names Deshaun Watson #1, leave the trash.
Oh, my God. What? That's
add
the most
extra trash.
interesting story in the NFL right now.
Oh, yeah? You got stuff on it?
Browns fans versus Deshaun Watson. It's fascinating.
What side
to
are
me.
you on?
Isn't this like a little too late?
It does seem like 3 years too late.
Although he did ante up the whole entire situation, right? Like he went at them,
Yeah.
and he did himself a great disservice, not just with his play, but I think everything that was surrounding him was largely muted. Like we had gotten sick of that discourse. It's word association with Deshaun Watson. He's the one that invoked the past and pointed the finger at the fan base by making it personal.
Right.
And now the fan base is absolutely running with this.
And when you look back 2 or 3 years, he never showed proper contrition. Like he never asked for any shade.
No regrets.
No
of
regrets.
forgetting. Nothing at all. And so now 3 years later, Browns fans are going, we remember.
because you're bad.
They remember it all. They remember the accusations,
Yeah.
the lawsuits, the lack of contrition, the fact that you've been out 3 years injured, the fact that you're not very good when you come back, the
Yeah.
fact that we preferred Shador, all of that stuff.
Drink some milk. Your mouth sounds dry.
I kind of have an issue with it a little bit because at the heart of this, it's because he's bad. That's what
Yes.
this is. Now, are there people that have felt strongly the entire time that are taking the opportunity to make their voice be heard? I know that there was a poster board attached to a Jim Brown statue a couple of days ago, and yeah, that might be the case. But a lot of what's happening right now is solely because he's bad, and people are looking at the entire situation and being like, oh, remember this too? You're a bad person too. And Deshaun asked for all of that. He invited all of that in, which is why it makes the decision by Todd Monken even more puzzling to me, because it was a bad situation already. You were dealing with that from your fan base and opposing fan bases already. This guy has the most disastrous press conference a starting quarterback can possibly have. And he's made everything, all those off-field concerns, all those intangible things that have gone into your decision-making that much worse.
What are you smiling about over there?
Dude, I'm sorry if I'm distracting. I'm just watching Sal Pal at Ravens camp. He just had a marching band behind him. I've just decided, let's play a new game. Crappy celebrity that if you saw in public, you would get super excited about that nobody else would care about. Mine's Sal Palantonio. If I saw Sal Palantonio at like my local grocery store, I would be so nervous. I would take a picture of him. I would do that thing that I've done a few times.
So you're not into the Deshaun thing.
Oh, sorry. He asked me
not as into it as your dad.
He asked me what I was looking at. Sorry.
Look, this is an example of how dug in are Browns fans, because everybody, the cynics are going, he has one good game and throws 2 touchdown passes. Everybody's going to be swooning and cheering. Is that the case or not? We're going to find out. I sort of doubt it. I think even when he's good on the field, fans aren't going to forget. There's going to be a lot of fans constantly booing.
Fans remember.
Constantly booing.
Fans remember.
Yeah. Fans hold grudges.
Fans hold grudges.
I'm going to get you some water.
Fans remember.
Tigger from the basement.
Who?
1 second. Tigger got a lot going on right now. So I
Whoa,
don't know how
boy.
He does have a lot going
excited we should be
Oh,
about
does he?
Tigger. Yeah. there's a
Oh,
lot
okay.
going
Well,
on.
I was
Salute,
excited
though.
when I saw him salute from the basement, only
Greg,
from
your
the
thoughts?
early 2000s.
Whoa,
I didn't know
boy.
anything about that.
There's
My bad.
also a group of Browns fans that remain loyal to the Browns,
Retracted.
but still booed Deshaun Watson.
Right. Yeah.
Greg, you know about that Tigger?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his or her.
Harold, back door.
I came for the 60 Minutes thing, literally, and it was awesome. But I stuck around for the thoughts on the Odyssey.
Okay, the episode is titled, it's a couple days ago, if you want to go back wherever you get your podcasts. Over the last couple days, something interesting and funny has happened
You were talking about good numbers.
where I have realized that Mike, and Dan for that matter, okay, because I got this from Dan as well 2 days ago. I am realizing Mike and Dan are listening to Zaslow Show 2.0 for the very first time.
No, I listen. I listen to Zaslow Show 2.0 whenever I guest on it. I love the sound of my own voice.
So that's what I've realized, because I got a call from Dan a couple days ago, and he loved it. He listened to the whole episode.
Shirtless FaceTime in bed?
And I don't expect him to listen to the whole episode. All right, like episodes are about 45 minutes. I don't expect him to listen to the whole episode, but he clearly sat there, maybe it was in his car, maybe it was shirtless in bed, I don't know, and listened to the whole episode. And he loved it and said such nice things. I'm like, that's awesome. And it's also very clearly the first time he's ever heard the show.
Yeah, I've listened to it like 7 times because I've been on it 6. So I like the Zaslow Show 2.0.
You enjoyed it a couple days ago.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I think I've heard like ones here and there. Like when we made the finals in hockey and in basketball, I'm like, yeah, let me listen to a caretaker of South Florida
That's
sports
right.
and do his character bit. I love it. I'm a huge fan.
It's not a character.
Yeah, it is. Come on, you have a bit. You're amplified like The Rock. Any hoodles. I stuck around for the thoughts on the Odyssey, which
Right,
I thought I got them all.
You loved my thoughts on the Odyssey.
Well, it starts. We get off to a real hot start because the way that you start.
See, I have a hard time remembering. I wish I could remember exactly
Here's
what I'm
how
saying.
it started. Tony, who doesn't know his elbow from his asshole.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's true. It's just this.
Catching it straight on a podcast. You can at least invite me on and tell me.
If anybody knows two things about me, number one, I'm not a cuck, and number two, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. I always tell the truth.
Tony, who doesn't know his elbow from his asshole.
What was the context there?
I don't know. I do 3 different shows. I do this show, I do Zaslow Show 2.0, and I do ESPN Radio. I can't keep track of
And
what
Mystery
I said on
Crate.
each. And 4.
Yeah.
And Mystery Crate.
But the Bolivian cut is Zaslow Show 2.0.
Yes.
That is the Zaz talking
do
to
what I
nobody
want.
else, which is why he's developed. It's become his personality. The reason why he creates all these different voices, and he's having a conversation with himself.
Yeah.
And so he has like these really eccentric parts of his personality that are essentially a cast. Yeah. It's a one-man ensemble. It's great. I'm a big fan. And when you said Tony doesn't know his elbow from his asshole, I'm like, all right, I'm in. But then you started going down your review of the Odyssey, and I was familiar with some of the takes.
What a movie.
But then I found out you were a racist.
What?
Yeah, you were a racist.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, now I could be mishearing
Why
things.
would you say it?
Yeah, why would you
Why
be
would
a
you
racist?
say that?
Why are you a racist, dog?
Why are you making things up?
All right, so for the audience, we did clip this section where,
You
that-
better not be taking me out of context here.
No,
You're
no,
gonna
no.
play
I'm
something.
applying all the context I possibly can. I wasn't in
right.
charge of grabbing the context.
All right.
But I was in charge of being the driving force of calling you a racist.
So what am I talking about here?
Play the clip.
People are having a go at the movie for 2 reasons. Number one, for Lupita Nyong'o, who is playing Helen of Troy, who, is white in, I guess, the other writings of the book, in the writing of the book and maybe in the other movies, that Helen of Troy is white. And in this, Lupita Nyong'o is obviously black. You get the whole discussion of should a black actor be playing a white person? Should a white person be playing a black actor? Although it's never that other way, right? It's never the white person playing the black person. It's the black person playing the white person. And then everybody freaks out and gets upset about that.
Shaba! This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
We are so close, Greg Cody. We are so close to football getting going. Is this weekend the start of college football, or is it really next weekend the start of college
Yeah,
football?
I think this is like the fake pre-week 1 type
Yeah.
thing. I think there's a couple of games, but most teams start like Saturday the 4th, I think it is.
Next week.
Yeah,
Next week.
yeah.
We got NC State, Virginia. That's a big-time conference game.
Friday's actually the 4th, but it's okay.
Relocated. It was supposed to be in Brazil because, of course.
Why would happen?
Because, of course, Brazil would be host to NC State, Virginia. That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
I can't believe they moved it.
Big fan bases there. Big following of those schools.
Really?
I am interested in C.J. Bailey. And high ceiling, potential first-round talent at quarterback, and the much-maligned JoJo Trader, now with NC State.
Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but since football is starting, the thing that people do is they give predictions. Tell you who's going to make the playoffs. Tell you who they think is going to win the national championship. You know about Josh Pate? He's a big college football guy, one of the premier college football
That's my guy.
personalities. That's right. He sat down with the president.
Regretted it.
He did.
But would do it again. It was weird.
And Josh Pate has filled out his 12-team and predicted his 12-team college football playoff field.
Wow. We don't have to play the season now.
No, you still got to, okay? Because that's what they play the games for. I don't know if you've heard that phrase. That's why they play the game.
Okay,
all
good.
right. That's been said before.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I
he's
don't know
not
the
necessarily
phrase.
right, is what you're saying.
Would you like to guess who he has as the national champion?
Because you're bringing this up, I'm going to say Miami Hurricanes.
Miami Hurricanes.
Hello.
That's right.
I didn't even know that.
It was a revised prediction, was it? His initial prediction. He makes several throughout the preseason and regular season.
Well,
but
this looks pretty official to me.
Does.
And I will tell you, I think he's the first one that I've heard. Pretty much everyone is saying Canes are going to be a playoff team, all right? But I don't know that I've heard before this one right here someone say the Canes are going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's legit. We talked on this air a couple of weeks ago when all the preseason rankings started coming out and they were like 7th, 8th. I thought immediately that's way too low. Why? They were second last year. They replaced a good quarterback with arguably a better quarterback. We'll see. And so why would they be? I know they lost a couple of pieces on defense, but this seems like a better team on paper than last year.
Does that make you excited, Mike Ryan, or do you think that's rat poison?
It's rat poison.
Yeah, it's rat poison.
It's rat poison, but I'm glad someone sees it. I do think the Miami Hurricanes are better than they were last year. Ironically enough, the unit that I have the most question marks about is probably the offensive line right now, but I have full faith that Alex Mirabal and Mario Cristobal will develop those guys, and they'll lean on guys early on. They have a size advantage. They're really good run blocking. It's a pass blocking that you got to worry about, and we'll see how those guys develop. They have a pretty proud track record of developing guys.
What is the hardest game on the schedule? Because I was looking to come to a game here and I couldn't find like a tough game to want
At
to.
home, the home schedule this year is not on paper anyways. They only have one ranked opponent right now in Notre Dame at South Bend, and that game's obviously going to be huge, we think. But down here, I think you can look at games like Virginia Tech's an interesting team because they brought in a lot of legit talent. James Franklin, we all know what his ceiling is, but his floor is pretty damn high. And he's already started like getting money and asking for more, which some people yesterday was a thing. Like James Franklin said, we're not going to improve things here unless we get more money, and he just got more money
before playing a single game.
Yeah, but that's what you got to do. That's how you do it in the modern age. I think they could be potentially a problem. We've seen Miami struggle at home with the run-of-the-mill stuff.
Pitt at home could be a good
Florida
game.
State, it's always fun.
Yeah, they have, and
that's the one to go to in terms of like atmosphere, tailgating.
That'll be great vibes.
FSU,
and we're gonna destroy those clowns.
Yeah,
Mike Norvell looks like a dead man.
The FSU game will be the most fun.
He looks like a dead person. Did you see Mike Norvell was like, I'm more excited about this team than I've been for any team in years.
Yeah,
that with that same kind of energy. It's just he is so fired.
Man, it wasn't that long ago. He was on top of the world.
Yeah. It happens.
What, 3 seasons ago, undefeated, kicking the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, Clemson's gone off a cliff as well. Not as much as FSU.
That's a road game, though. That'll be a tough test. I'll be at that game,
agree.
Death Valley, and they could be in the mix. There's a couple of teams that can be ranked on Miami's schedule: Pitt, Virginia Tech, Clemson. They always seem to be on that periphery, but they've avoided SMU this year. I think Louisville's going to be real good. I think that's probably the ACC championship. We'll see. Jeff Brom gives us fits. He's a really good coach.
I'll let you know how good Clemson is. I'm going to see them next week. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get up close in person.
I think LSU is an interesting story, too. You're going to see both teams, right?
I'll be there. Clemson at LSU. I'm at next weekend, yes. Death Valley, the real Death Valley. That's in Baton Rouge. I think it's the real one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But when people think Miami's going to be really good, like Josh Pate, I think they look at this schedule, and even if you assume a loss at Notre Dame, which I don't, but that they're not going to be favored there. Let's say they lose one other game.
The market price has got the spread at 7.5.
Okay,
wow.
All right.
That's got to come down.
Yeah, that's high. That's high. But two losses. Okay, anybody would accept that. They're going to lose. They're going to lose 2 games.
I hope they don't lose 2 games.
If they lose 2 games, and we assume one of them is Notre Dame, which is quite the assumption, that'll be a great game. That means it's one conference loss. That should be good enough to get you into Charlotte, and you have to win the ACC.
Yes.
I think one thing that, as a confetti's coming down on Indiana, and you understand it was a great season, a lot of great moments, beat the shit out of Ohio State, Carson Beck with his legs, all that.
Oh, I love Carson Beck with his legs.
Iconic call.
What a moment.
Oh, boy.
Iconic. One of the realizations that I had was, damn, this was hard. Like, we had to go to College
Oh,
Station.
boy.
I aged so much. Like, can we not have to play 3 games? Can we get a bye? Can we do something about this? Because it's really hard to get there. And so they have to win.
And that A&M, I was here in Miami watching at a local
What
bar.
a game.
What a game. That was a dicey game.
Yeah, 10-3. Gale Force wins. Remember when Ruben Bain blocked that kick? How awesome was that? Mo Torre died. We get the interception in the back of the end zone. That was heart in your throat the entire game. The rare occasion where a 10-3 rock fight can be entertaining because every
I
play
told
was
you,
huge.
I love a low-scoring game. Tell me that game wasn't incredible. I know what I'm talking about.
I was rewatching it. I was actually at a bar rewatching it with a bunch of Notre Dame guys that were, for whatever reason, talking a lot of shit while watching a re-air of a game of two teams that they lost to last season.
A bunch of assholes.
They were. They were. I said that to them. Yeah. And the bartender was like, you guys get out of here.
So, speaking of the college football, yesterday we reacted to the SEC putting out the statement the day before, right? So 2 days ago, the SEC put out, it was a statement admonishing, the practice, essentially, of being in the NFL and then coming to the SEC. But then the Big Ten came out with, like, a real statement where we're actually going to punish you if you do this. So it made the SEC statement look like they were just like dipping their toe in the water, the SEC. Like that was like a soft launch, what the SEC did a couple days ago. Let's show people we don't like this and see how they react. And then the Big Ten came out with like a real statement, and the SEC's like, okay, screw it. Let's actually do something for real. So the SEC yesterday came out with another statement where the presidents, chancellors, athletic directors of the SEC, all 16 schools, they are enforcing the following policy. An SEC institution is not permitted to have an athlete on its roster who has, 1, previously declared for the NFL, NBA, or WNBA draft and did not appropriately withdraw. 2, signed a contract with an NFL or other professional football league, NBA/G League, or WNBA or affiliate team. Or 3, been listed on an NFL or other professional football league, NBA, G League, or WNBA or affiliate roster. The commissioner is authorized to enforce this expectation with penalties against member institutions. Now, apparently the vote went 16-0. So unanimously, all SEC schools had passed. I got a couple questions here. My first question is, if it was 16-0, the vote, that means one of the schools that voted for enacting these penalties is LSU. So if LSU, now I don't know, was it the AD for LSU who was there voting? Maybe it was just the chancellor. I don't know. But if LSU is on the side of not being okay with this, because that's the way they voted, why did they allow Lane Kiffin to go recruit a kid who was playing in an NFL preseason game to now be on the team? Why'd they allow that then?
Sometimes you just don't want it to be 15-1.
Yeah.
If you know it's already going to be 15-1, you just go with the entire group and show solidarity.
Right. It's like when you fart in a crowd of people and someone else smells it. It's like, yeah, that stinks.
It's exactly like that.
That's a good analogy, Juju.
Because, I know, all right, maybe it wasn't the athletic director. Maybe it was the president or the chancellor. But if they feel that way, why can't the president go to the athletic department and say, listen, we're not about having NFL players come to our school and play football. Why wouldn't they say we don't like this?
I'm fascinated by what's happened this offseason because there have been a couple of big stories, all bad looks for the NCAA, but all helpful to their end game, which is let's pass the Save College Sports Act because this looks messy. If I didn't think that they were so incompetent, I'd say this is by design. But with Sorsby, they lost. And it was incumbent upon the Big 12 and the other schools to tell Texas Tech, listen, you're not getting away with this. I don't care what was legally ruled on. He is not coming back. And then Texas Tech had to capitulate. Now, what happened with the SEC? Lane Kiffin has these terms agreed to with the former Ole Miss players. They come out with a statement yesterday. The Big Ten actually comes out with a rule, and then the SEC comes out afterwards and lays out rules. Again, this is not the NCAA dictating the terms. These are the universities themselves.
And today the Big 12 is meeting. And the Big 12 is expected to come out with, similar
But
statement.
now that all the big dogs have fallen in line, you're not going to see this. You're not going to see players that were wearing NFL uniforms come into these college programs.
Yeah, because at this point, any conference that comes out and says, no, we'll take all those guys, they're going to seem weak. They're going to seem the ones that like the cheaters. We'll get the cheaters in. The bigger picture here for me is that the courts should stay out of sports. I think conferences and leagues have every right to construct their own framework on how they're going to do business. I don't think some district, federal court or whatever should come in and say, nope, we overrule that. These kids are allowed to go back to college. It shouldn't be up to the courts. Stay out of it.
It's so odd. Like, can you imagine taking someone from 20 years ago? All right, you take someone from 20 years ago, and you bring them over here. Do you understand how time travel works? I know you explain time travel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I know it well.
You take someone from 20 years ago, and like you show them just this headline here on ESPN.com, which says the Big Ten officially bans NFL players from playing. It's like, what the fuck are we? What?
I'd click the story and be like, Rutgers is where?
How is this even possible? We're talking about this one here. NFL, NBA, WNBA players cannot return, SEC says. Can you imagine explaining that to someone from the past?
No. Like an analogy I would use is my childhood hero, Carl Yastrzemski, still alive at age 87, just turned 87.
How's that Twitter account going?
It's we're building slowly. But thank you for that shout out. Can you imagine Yaz looking at salaries today and contracts today and thinking to himself, I was the first $100,000 a year player in the major leagues, and he's lived to see these $400 million contracts now. It's just crazy.
Trista, Greg Cody runs a Carl Yastrzemski tribute account on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
But nobody else does, so I like to call it the unofficial, official Carl Yastrzemski, it's still Twitter to me account.
X.
Yeah, but I still call it Twitter. And you know what the slogan of my Carl Yastrzemski account
I would
is?
like to know.
It's all you can eat.
Oh, it's all you can eat.
That's not bad, right?
It's not bad.
Because of 8.
Because of 8.
Number 8. Arguably the best number 8 ever, although Yogi Berra and Cal Ripken would have a little to say about that. And a couple other guys, but still.
I feel Yogi Berra and Kobe, yeah.
Well, I was thinking baseball, but you're right, Kobe, of course.
Greg, we have a nice surprise for you today.
What?
So coming up next hour on the show today, we're going to talk to AEW wrestler Clark Connors. Now, Clark Connors is
the rifleman.
Chuck.
Now,
oh yeah, sorry.
AEW has AEW Dynamite,
I
of
believe
course.
it goes by 100 proof.
You were close. We'll ask him. Do you go by 100 proof or the rifleman?
Yeah.
Tonight is AEW Dynamite, like it is every Wednesday night on TBS. But this weekend, this Saturday night, is their biggest show, AEW All In. It's taking place. It's in London, right, Mike?
It is.
Wembley Stadium.
Oh, Will Ospreay versus
Really?
Kenny Omega.
Very big deal.
Yeah, you can hear
50,000.
Dave Meltzer's hands stretching right now.
It's going to be great. And so Clark Connors is going to join us next hour. Now, you may be wondering, why Clark Connors? Why is Clark Connors joining us? Well, that's because Clark Connors, we believe, is at this. Again, we have not confirmed. We're going to try to today. We believe Clark Connors is at the center of using Greg Cody catchphrases on AEW wrestling broadcasts. All right. So to remind everyone, let me give you here's a few examples. All right, we're going to run right through them here. Here's a few examples of what we believe are Greg Cody catchphrases being used on AEW television.
As catch as catch can, a little bit dirty wrestling.
What you learn, huh? What you learn, huh? We're rolling now, huh? Who won? Who won? Who? Gabe Kidd's back, Jack.
So there you go. You got like Gabe Kidd's back, Jack. So you got like 5 or 6 examples there.
Back Jack is a play on. Yeah.
They're not into that one, Greg. They think that that's a coincidence.
Yeah, but what about an assembly of 4 or 5 where you can look at any one and go, well, not necessarily, but when there's 4 or 5 or 6,
The one that got me is, we're rolling now, huh? And I was like, that's a Cody phrase.
Okay. All right. What about who won?
That's a pretty standard thing you may ask when talking about a wrestling match.
Yeah, but a macho pro wrestler does not say it like that. Who won?
I don't like how arrogant you're being about this.
Okay.
Yeah, Macho Guy says, who won, though? Yeah, who won? Yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
So I'm with Greg here. I think they're absolutely using Greg Cody catchphrases, and I didn't want to believe that, but I mean, it's too many coincidences.
Will he acknowledge that?
And then, of course, if you're watching on the video screen, here is an example from last week where you had fans in the crowd who were holding up signs. One of them says, "Who made it the salad?" Likely a Greg Cody catchphrase reference. And the other one says, "New Orleans and New Year's, Zaz, seriously." So it feels like the show is taking over AEW wrestling broadcasts.
Yeah. Is that one of your catchphrases, New Orleans and whatever that was?
No, but the story there is
odd catchphrase.
I'm taking I'm taking my family to New Orleans for New Year's, just to do something fun on New Year's, and we're gonna go see the Miami Heat play at the Pelicans. They play on New Year's weekend there, so you got a fun trip.
Ever been to Bourbon Street on New Year's Eve?
No, well that's the point.
Oh my God.
Sharpen those signs up, though, fans. I agree. I think if you're listening out there, if you are a fan and you listen to this show and you're going to an AEW event, make this sign and prove me wrong. Zaslow Show 2.0. Bow.
Zaz hands.
So, Greg, you're someone who agrees with that sign, New Orleans and New Year's, Zaz, seriously then, because I'm getting chastised on this show for doing that.
Okay, your kids are grown, right?
They're in high school, yeah.
Okay, they're borderline old enough. If you were going there with 8 and 10-year-olds, I would think you were insane, because I have been on Bourbon Street on New Year's Eve. I covered a few Sugar Bowls. I've been there several times.
Now, the Sugar Bowl is a playoff game this year, so it's like a week after we're going.
Right, but I love New Orleans. I know Bourbon Street very well at its most crowded, and it is insane. Like my parents, late in their life, my parents were in their probably late 60s talking to me about going to Bourbon Street. And I'm like, nope, don't do that. Because if you're real super young, if you're a child or an old person, you don't want to be in Bourbon Street.
Now, we have a photo, Greg, of you on Bourbon Street.
Okay.
That's you?
Oh, boy. Will that photo ever die? Okay, can I make one wish that we get rid of that photo and retire it forever? Okay? I love that guy is being so modest. He's got his nipples covered up. Because he's so modest, he doesn't want to expose too much.
Scandal.
This guy.
Looking good, big brother. Looking good.
Go Tigers.
I love how proud of it you are.
I admit it looks like me, okay? It's probably photoshopped. Like that's not my body. Like my lower chest does not have that much hair on it.
The only difference is your belly button has an odd bump on it.
Yeah.
This is like when Jim McElwain's a guy ended up his doppelganger ended up with a shark.
That's not the only difference. You're packing way more heat. It's a tough look for this guy.
Okay.
You'd agree.
It's totally unfair.
You agree?
You agree, though.
Thoughts on his pack?
Agree?
You pack more heat.
I would think so, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I would know so.
Didn't know you were such an LSU fan.
There's a photo of me somewhere where I'm wearing that outfit that shows a little too much down there, where I'm in the red.
Zardo's.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
That's I don't want to see that again either. Don't show that. But
if we have that, guys, can we pull that
go ahead and bring that up.
Don't
now.
show the LSU
you mentioned
guy
it.
again.
All right, let's just side by side it.
All right, we won't show it up.
We have to compare and contrast the package to prove that it's not you.
The face is so my dad.
Not since Lyndon B. Johnson.
The glasses too.
Everything about it.
That's your gate,
Does,
dude.
Does anyone believe that it's not me?
Looks like that guy's saying that kind of thing.
The way you have your shoulders, the way you're holding the drink. Look, I'm saying the way you, because that's you.
He looks like he's burping. Brat.
The thong.
Anybody really think I would wear that outfit in public?
No, not until we saw it.
Yeah, but after Bourbon Street, you might. I don't think that's how it started. I do think that's how it ended.
No, I'm the guy on Bourbon Street holding up a sign saying "Save yourselves." I'm not that guy either, but I'm definitely not that guy.
Another show sign idea. Zaz is not a cook.
Hey, yeah.
My wife will like that one.
Oh.
So you think it's okay though overall, like because my boys are of an age. They're both in high school. My younger son started high school. Both my boys are in high school, so that's like it's okay. We can go to New Orleans with them for New Year's.
I think it's totally fine as long as you're willing them to be exposed to a bunch of debauchery.
We're an open household.
Like open debauchery.
Like open relationship?
No. Like we are very open. We talk
Non-monogamy.
about everything. Nope, didn't say that.
That's what open means.
Open marriage.
We are open where we don't do pineapples on the door on the
Zaz
cruise.
admits to open marriage.
Nope, that is not a headline.
That's what open means, Zaz. When people are like, we're open.
Awful
That's what it
announcing.
means.
All right.
Hear that, awful announcing?
I would imagine. Scandal. I don't think that awful announcing is going to link that. That would be pretty wild, nonetheless. Although I did make my debut on awful announcing a few days ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I was excited. Mama, I made it, right? Where there was a picture of me and Zaslow said something stupid. And I linked it. I was excited. That was great, right?
I'm going to find it.
Because this show gets aggregated on awful announcing daily, like all the time. And I've been waiting for the day. And finally it came for me.
I think they should make a separate account that says awesome announcing, because sometimes they be giving credit to people. Hey, Dolly Parton passed, awful announcing. Oh, geez, harsh.
So I want to play this clip for you guys. This is from, there's a podcast, and yes, like it's a podcast called Ultimate Dads. And it's starring LeVar Ball. And you may be saying, well, Ultimate Dads? Well, yeah, of course there's a podcast because everyone has a podcast. You're a huge loser if you don't have a podcast. And so this podcast, Greg, Ultimate Dads Unplugged. And it's LeVar Ball. Now, I don't know if it's the same crew every time, but I'm sure LeVar Ball's on it every time. So it's LeVar Ball, and it's Dwayne Wade's dad.
Wow.
Yeah. And Jason Tatum's dad, and another guy.
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, that's Jaylen Brown's dad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go.
That's interesting.
So those are the four, all right?
Who is their graphic artist?
And so their LeVar Ball wants to know their predictions of who's going to win the NBA championship this coming season. And I think you're going to like what Jason Tatum's dad has to say. Give this a listen.
Who you think gonna win the NBA championship this year?
In the coming year?
Sixers. With just with the roster right now. Talk to me. No,
76ers. He better not say Celtics. He better not say the Celtics.
I'm not talk to him. Tatum, talk to him.
Realistically, I might say New York might run it back.
I'll snap the hell out of you.
No.
If you don't say, hey, the team your son on, you got to be crazy. You see, he said his son.
I said
you
right,
better say your son.
Right now, roster.
Who cares about the roster?
I do.
There's so much about that I love. First of all, LeVar Ball wants to know who you think's going to win the NBA championship, but does not care about the roster. Who cares about the roster? What else is there to care about if not the roster? How else do you know who's going to win if you don't care about the roster?
Whichever of their sons is the most loved by God.
And I just love Jason Tatum's father giving no consideration to the Celtics.
Yeah, real one. That's a real one right there.
I love that. I love it. Your team is going to take such a step backwards that Jason Tatum's father, all right, he gets on camera and he tells you you're not going to win. He's not even faking it. I love that clip so much.
Yeah, me three.
Did you even know that podcast existed?
Nah, I just started seeing clips randomly. I'm like, dang, when did this get together? How much money did this cost? Because I know big Dwayne Wade, he ain't for free. And none of these brothers ain't doing this for free. So salute.
I love it. Roster doesn't matter. Just whatever team your son is on.
Yeah.
That's who's going to win.
I know. Isn't that sort of the premise of that
Yeah.
dad's podcast, though? I mean, how are you not going to vote for your son?
Yeah. Yeah.
They be having good conversations as well. I saw one of them of like whenever they're drafted, how the cameras just go to him and his mom versus Jason Tatum. Like, damn, I was sitting right here, and it kind of broke my heart because I work with him so much and got him to this stage, and they don't give me no sauce, but they always keep the camera on Sis. So salute to Sis, but it's an in-depth conversation they be having.
All right, we got a really special treat now. All right, this is very exciting because we're going to get to the bottom of something here. So, Greg, I already prepared you where we think that AEW is using your catchphrases on their programming, all right? And we are now going to get to the bottom of it. Clark Connors, AEW Wrestling. AEW, of course, Dynamite is tonight, every Wednesday night on TBS. And this Saturday night, you have probably their biggest show of the year. It's AEW All In. It is live in London's Wembley Stadium. It is live on pay-per-view. Now, there's a time difference, all right? So this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, you can watch on HBO Max, Prime Video, DAZN, ppv.com, and wherever else you get pay-per-view. So Clark Connors joining us now. Clark, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Appreciate you giving us some time. We love pro wrestling on this show. So let's we'll get to AEW All in London in a moment here. But first, are you using Greg Cody's catchphrases on television?
No, I do not know who Greg Cody is. I had just heard of him from just your fans have been nonstop reaching out to me. I've just been focusing on my wrestling. And I don't know this Greg Cody guy, but he must have good taste if he says the same things as me.
Okay. All right. It's coincidental because you have used 4 or 5 or 6 of my phrases, but that's okay. I'm flattered, and thank you very much.
Hey, well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What weight group are you in?
Well, we don't have weight groups in
don't you?
professional wrestling.
Okay.
I can beat up anybody, any size, any place.
Okay.
So we're not too worried about that. Huh?
You're acting a little awkward here. Like, all right, you just found out. It seems pretty legit. He doesn't know who you are.
Right.
You seem a little stung by that, and you kind of took a little pot shot at him, I think.
No, I mean,
you tried to alpha him?
No, not at all. I mean, I'd never heard of this gentleman until.
Oh, so you didn't hear about him either? Okay,
no, I mean,
that's
okay. All right.
It's
okay.
fine. No offense.
Hey, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot with you, Mr. Cody.
Yeah.
But I don't think you want to be messing with me if you're just trying to get under my skin, trying to take some shots at me. But whatever,
won?
it's all good.
Who won?
That's your phrase, Clark.
Yeah, I first of all, I don't even know what the phrases are you're talking about. So it's who won is what I was saying.
Well,
I was saying who won.
Said like that.
Real original.
Who won?
Yeah, no. Well, what happened was I beat Juice Robinson in a match, and then the Dogs, my tag team, we beat the Bang Bang Gang in a match, and I was reminding everybody, as you do in pro wrestling, who won? And that's how I say it. And if that's a catchphrase, I don't know what else you have as a catchphrase, but it seems pretty obvious. That's
we're rolling now, huh? That's another.
He actually does have pretty baseline catchphrases. Like I was gonna in my head, I was like, well, he probably has "hello" as a catchphrase, and then he does actually. He does in a specific way, like "hello."
Okay, so it's basically anything that this guy says that is a catchphrase if he says it in a fun voice.
Okay. Wait a minute. Have you ever said this? And I challenge you to say this. Work this into your next wrestling match. You're gonna go to Buffalo with Bernie Pomerly.
Now you're making requests.
Yeah, I am. Work that in.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't
no,
go
I've never
showering to try to please me.
Okay. So
trailers for sale or rent. Everybody knows that song. Work it into your
I do love that song.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Rooms to let 50 cents.
Yeah, it's great. Work that into your next act. Not that it's
okay. I'm a dancing monkey now, Mr. Cody.
Okay, thank you.
I will tell you, Clark, it has been noted on this show that Greg has stolen catchphrases before. So you are now the second person to accuse him of stealing catchphrases.
How so? What else has he stolen?
He's stolen from me.
What'd you say?
That's what I'm talking about.
And I go, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Said in a sing-songy way. And you say
okay. You can say the same thing if it's sing-songy. Okay. All right. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm starting to catch something with this segment, awkward as it might be. Greg seems to think that things are his when they're just common phrases.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
Like he says thank you. He thinks that's his.
It's the way they're said.
Like you try to claim another song was yours.
Let me give you a quick example. Okay, I didn't invent the phrase "very good." Hey, that's a very good movie. But when you say "very good," it's mine. I own it.
Oh,
very good. That's me.
That's fair. I'll give that one to you.
Okay.
That sounds like something only you would say.
Thank you.
I won't say very good.
I dare you. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it's your catchphrase, I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to steal your stuff.
Because he's
obviously it's getting under your skin.
He's a professional.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I don't. It's a little disrespectful of the man's time and
I know
and craft.
I know.
Now
And,
you just like you think it's a piano bar when he just told you he doesn't do that in tribute to you.
No, I understand.
What other ones have I taken from you?
What were some of the others?
We're rolling now. Huh?
We're rolling now, huh?
Okay, so that right there, that's something my old football coach used to say all the time when we had a drive going. He'd always get us going. We're rolling now. You know, I use that if I'm hot at a craps table or if I'm passing people in traffic, so on and so forth.
But you put a ha at the end of it.
Anywhere, you know.
You put a ha at the end of it.
Did you hear him say so on and so forth?
We're rolling now, huh? That's
Well, I was just sometimes you throw a little something on there with the you know, just was feeling it.
All right. Have you ever gone, thank you, Billy?
I do have a friend named Billy, and I've thanked him before.
There you go. All right.
Actually.
Okay.
So I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you thank him for? No, I'm just kidding.
What are we doing?
Greg, what are you doing, dude?
I know. Let's talk
so
wrestling.
weird.
Talk wrestling with this man.
What's going on here?
I know.
Clark Connor's with us here. AEW London All In this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can get it wherever you get your pay-per-view. This will be 50,000 people in attendance. Wembley Stadium. Clark, it's an iconic venue. Tell me a little bit about what it's like in advance, knowing that you're going to be in front of all those people. How cool is that?
Well, all 50,000 of them are very lucky they get to see me live in person. It's that type of arena always is the coolest thing. I used to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I've wrestled at the Tokyo Dome 2 or 3 times now, about that many people. And I'll tell you, there's something special about walking onto a stage, that many people screaming, yelling your name, looking at you. Realistically, it's weird though. I don't know if you've ever been in front of that many people at one time screaming your name. That goes for you, Mr. Cody, as well. But it's almost weird in those situations because it's almost quieter versus when there's a bunch of people around you close and you can feel like they're on top of you, because I think the sound goes up out of the arena. So it's almost eerily quiet, but there's a beauty to it when you're walking around there. It's something that I don't know. I can't recommend to anybody. You know, I would say it's the best thing in the world.
What are the moments right before you're about to leave the backstage position and come out onto the stage and make the walk to the ring, and you know there's going to be 50,000 people greeting you and the music's going to be blasting and maybe there's fireworks and the whole deal? What are those moments like before you walk out in front of everybody? Like, do you have to calm yourself down? Because I would imagine there could be a sensory overload.
A little bit of both. It just depends, really. I've kind of found that if you don't have any nerve going into it, if you're not feeling a little jumpy, you're doing something wrong. I used to be the type of guy that drink a beer before every match, you know, just to kind of get myself into the state, into a flow zone, as it were. But in general, you know, at this point, I've been doing it for about 10 years now, so I'm just ready to go. I just lock in on the opponent and go out there and do my best.
Did you just say I'm the kind of guy that?
Did I say what?
Did you say I'm the kind of guy that like to have a beer before a match?
I did say that, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you ever had thousands of people line up to see your toenail encased in glass?
I have not had that. Have you had that?
Yeah.
Got his ass.
Oh, my God.
It's disgusting, right, Clark?
Oh, my God. Is that a gargoyle?
Yeah.
That is.
It's horrible.
That's an athletic.
That is
sport right
Jurassic.
there. It is Jurassic.
It's horrible.
Oh, my God. Oh!
It's him, it's him making a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's true.
Yeah, just for context.
Is
Deep
that
fried.
the turkey?
Deep fried.
Oh, my. It's the beak. Oh, my God.
AEW All In London, Wembley Stadium, on pay-per-view, HBO Max, Prime Video, ppv.com, everywhere you get your pay-per-views this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And you also, of course, on TBS tonight, you have AEW Dynamite like every Wednesday night. So just to confirm here, Clark Connors, you had never heard of Greg Cody before today's appearance.
This is my first time, and Greg, it's been I would say a pleasure, but I don't know, man. I think me and you got off on the wrong clawed foot there.
Yeah,
and
that's okay.
Maybe we can make up for it another time, huh?
All right. I love you like a pet.
All right, man. Nice chatting with you.
Yeah. Whoa. Nice chatting with you.
What? What happened?
We're gonna let that stand?
What happened?
Nice chatting with you.
You gonna steal that one too?
Headed to go see if he can talk to Giannis and Bobby Portis, but I think there's a problem in that these guys are doing a lot of media today, and I heard Zaz grumbling because I think that
Dan, I'm sitting at the table out there. You know, we're doing production stuff. I'm finishing my bagel. Tony's finishing it. Tony gets a huge plate every morning for breakfast. If you're wondering all the money that's being spent here at breakfast, Tony has one of everything every morning. Okay, whatever.
What?
Yeah, I look at your plate. You got everything.
I got a little bit of egg, a little bit of bacon, and a little bit of potato. What's wrong with that?
Sausage?
No.
Yes.
Not today. Not today.
Anyway, he's finishing his plate. I'm finishing my bagel. All right. And I say, yo, I'm getting Bobby Portis today on Zaslow Show 2.0. And he says, yeah, I'm getting Bobby Portis too. I'm going to the arena. I go, okay, cool. What time? He goes, 2 o'clock. I go, I'm scheduled for 2 o'clock.
We're both scheduled for 2 o'clock. Guess who's going to get him?
Me.
I'm going to be in person.
I was a broadcaster for the Miami Heat radio network for 12 years.
What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
You've done nothing ever for
What are you talking about? I was just at Heat camp. Insane? You're nuts, man?
I have 2 championship rings. I'm a champion
I'm
broadcaster.
trying to bring more championships over there.
He was a proud member of the Junior Heat.
Okay, we'll see. I'm going to get him. They're going to give him to me before you. And you know what? It's going to be extra insulting for you because you're actually going to be there in person. I don't need to go in person. I'm going to be right here. And they're going to call me on the stream, on a video link. And they're going to give him to me before you. You know what?
Yeah.
He's going to be on video with me. You're going to be standing next to him waiting.
If that happens, I'm going to derail the interview.
That's what's going to happen.
I'm going to derail the interview.
I dare you to do that.
Neither of you are going to get him if I ask for him.
Ooh!
No, but you're going to be here. Who cares?
If we're being honest here, since you joined the broadcast, team's on no winning. Okay, so I don't know.
They went to the finals my very first season.
Again, no winning.
You were an ancillary piece.
No winning.
They hoisted babies because of me.
You're an ancillary piece.
So I don't know what you're bragging about.
You were
over there.
behind Hewitt on the depth chart.
Okay, Hewitt. I only got to do it because Kirsten Hewitt left.
Do it, Hewitt.
What do you think is going to be the end result here, Mike? Because
I already told you, wasn't predictions.
And be like, Zazzle's going to get pushed back.
I don't think any of us get him.
That would be a big surprise because they told me I got him.
I will 1,000% have him on Zaslow Show 2.0 today.
All right, Dan, I'm going to go get Bobby Portis.
No. Your appointment's not until 2 o'clock.
No, I'm getting there at 11:30. Doors open at 11:30. I'm going to be there right now.
You know what? That's just more time you're going to be standing around and waiting because you're going to be standing next to Bobby Portis. Waiting.
Somebody cut that for me.
Never happened. How dare you? How dare you?
Let's do gas bag of the week. Roy, what is it that needs context here on who's speaking and who is the gas bag of the week?
All right, so Steve Yzerman stepped down as general manager and executive vice president of the Detroit Red Wings. Having problems up there. Dylan Larkin wants to be traded. So a sports fan called into a Detroit radio station and gave his theory about why he's been so bad as general manager.
Tim is next on 97.1. Hello, Tim.
There was a clip a few years back on TNT where
they were interviewing Iserman in between periods, and he basically said, without saying, he smokes a nice one, every once in a while to relax. Do you think maybe he was on Devil's Lettuce a little too much? He was a little too passive, perhaps.
What? What, think that they're high?
Do you think that was a factor?
No. What?
Do we think that Steve Eisenman struggled because he's a pothead? Is that what you just asked us? No. No, I don't. And did he admit that? No, I feel like if he admitted that, are you on the Devil's Lettuce? Are you the pothead? What?
All right. Well, there's that.
No!
Gas bag of the week.
Does that deserve applause?
I love radio remotes. Birds chirping in the background. The soft sounds of you adjusting your headphones.
Are you on the Devil's Lettuce?
The fact that that's probably a car dealership. Oh, that's hot. I like that. I'm an audiophile.
Down at Potemkin Mazda.
So is Roy. Roy is, I don't know what that look is on Roy's face, but
Sonically pleasing.
Looked a bit like old girlfriend longing. She was a real Hellcat. Like, yeah.
Yeah, real tomcat. I love that. Oh, hey, Gary Abar. I'm getting a little. My return is a little too loud, Gary Abar. Oh man,
where's Tree?
Oh yeah. What's the ISDN settings? G.722.
I get this joke too.
We got a backup coupler. Hell yeah, G.722.
It's a good call by you.
Gary Abar, Jeremy, was the most competent of all of the engineering and audio help that we had. But that particular sound that Roy just played that made him both nostalgic and longing in a way that is weird. There's a little nature in there. But what you really hear there that is making Roy laugh, and it's what Zaz is appreciating here as well. Rare is it that you get the sound of what it sounds like on the very lowest rung of the show business ladder. And this is below that. Like, so you got the lowest rung of the show business ladder, and then you've got where you plant the ladder underneath that. And then
Folks, it's time to celebrate the very best of our absolute worst. The 2026 Suey Awards are back, hosted by legendary Miami Heat voice Mike Biamonte. Fan voting begins next Monday, August 31st at lebatardaf.com.
All right, very exciting.
Boy, that chat is lighting up right now.
Why?
They're reacting to the last segment, which was a bit of a whirlwind.
Oh, that was, Greg became a heel.
Greg, what was up with that vibe? What was up with that?
You were
had an odd vibe.
super rude to our guest.
What? I didn't think so.
Big time heel behavior.
You did this thing of like, I'm too cool to even really consider this.
Okay,
and you insulted him.
This guy, what weight class are you in? You try to mog him like off the bat when he doesn't give you the answer that you
know
want?
about that weight class mog?
I thought there were weight classes in competition like that. What do I know? I'm not a pro wrestling fan.
What about, hey, what did you thank him for? Just kidding.
I wondered,
You're doing this thing.
He claimed he had a friend named Billy that he thanks. I'm saying, what'd you thank him for? I don't know.
Are you skeptical? What's this vibe?
I'm very convinced he doesn't know who you are. He will remember you now.
He clearly didn't know who he was.
Okay, here's the thing. When you say 5 or 6 or 7 of my catchphrases, and then you claim you don't know who I am.
Who won?
And who won? And say it like it's look, okay, you can sing my way, but don't claim you didn't know it was a Sinatra song. Okay,
it's a Limp Bizkit song.
If you're gonna and Paul Anka wrote it, which he never gets credit for. But if you're gonna say who won in that tone, you got to acknowledge it's me who said it. Like, I'm flattered.
What are you, Roman Reigns now?
I'm flattered that he uses a bunch of my catchphrases, but at least acknowledge it. Because when you don't acknowledge it, that's Grand Theft Auto.
So you stole Clark Connor's catchphrases, he's claiming, and now you're also stealing Roman Reigns' catchphrase.
Who's Roman Reigns?
See what I mean? Like Roman Reigns would have a problem with like the acknowledge me thing because you just stole someone's. So you can see how easily that can happen with a common phrase. So Clark was very convincing in that.
Was he?
Yes, in that these were genuine miscommunications and mix-ups here because they are common phrases.
So he just happens to use 6 or 7 common phrases that
He
are also
explained.
in my catchphrase.
We're rolling now. His former football
high
coach.
school football coach did that.
Yeah, okay.
I think y'all missed it. When he first came on, he said to Greg, I never heard of this guy. And I saw the look in his eyes. He said, okay.
That's
now
where it
I'm
shifted?
Right. Now I'm in prison, and I got to knock out the biggest person on the block so everybody know I'm here.
Yep.
Salute.
Thank you. Juju gets me. He
Well,
knows.
If
He
there
knows.
was ever a situation here where he actually had respect for you and was paying tribute to you, I think that's done now.
I think he and I get along just fine.
The chat wants you to be his manager going forward.
I would manage him. You know.
Do you even know what that means?
Is he his manager? That's somebody who manages. What do you mean?
That means going to the ring.
Oh, I'm not going to go to the ring.
All right. So,
Not even
So
gonna
how
watch
would you
it on
manage
it's
TV.
fascinating to dissect. This is one of the rare instances where your ego is actually getting in the way.
Yeah.
Because I was awkward. Because you were insistent that he was doing something.
It's still awkward.
It's
this
still
vibe
like,
you
this
have
vibe
right now.
I don't like it.
Okay, that's fine.
It was
Okay.
a weird heel turn right in the middle.
The proof is in the pudding.
What does that mean?
I mean,
Is that yours too?
I love it.
No.
If he says
no.
that, are you gonna
No,
file a
Nellie
complaint?
Doogie used to say that. God rest her soul.
Yes, sir. Rest in power.
Of Nellie's Diner. T-shirt available at the Greg Cody Show merch store. Our best seller and the best T-shirt we do by far. Okay, where was I?
Better than the shirt that says nice hat.
Well, that's a great seller as well, inexplicably. Never got that.
We also have a hat that says nice shirt.
Never understood that. Or why people would buy it.
I am a little curious though because I don't know if he did his research there. He mentioned that fans of our show have been in his mentions. There were a couple of times where the rare instances in which your timing was good with one another, where he would say something. I'm like, is that a show reference? He worked in a so on and so forth. I was like, could he be doing a bit? But
And then he said, nice chatting with you. I mean, come on.
that's something that people say at the end.
And I'm the kind of guy that
Thank you. I'm the kind of guy that nobody
Yeah, but
says
these
that.
are common phrases.
Okay, like I've said before, if we're talking about a single phrase, okay, it's common. It's a coincidence, whatever. Nobody's debating it. When you talk about 6 or 7 of my phrases, and you consider all of them being said by this guy, that's when it becomes suspicious. You're going to sing Sinatra, acknowledge that he made fame of my
Or
way.
Paul Anka, one of the two.
Paul Anka wrote it, but Sinatra made it famous, as you know.
Shorty swing my way.
Just acknowledge that you're spewing my catchphrases. That's all I want.
Are you going to follow his career now?
No. Okay. Yes, of course I will. What do you want me to say? Connor Curtis. What's his name?
Yep. I didn't think you remembered, but you did. You remembered.
Connor Curtis.
Connor Curtis.
I wish him well.
You remembered.
Attaboy, Greg.
Is he at the top of his game? Is he considered a top?
I mean,
tier
he's on the
wrestler?
card performing in front of 50,000 people this Sunday afternoon, so I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Competing for a title.
In
Trios
pro
title.
wrestling, I notice his hair. In pro wrestling, are you allowed to pull hair?
Yeah.
The referee will count. Don't let the referee get to 5.
So condescending.
It's against the rules.
Why
unless
is that condescending?
Just your tone right now. I don't like this.
Oh, I'm curious.
I mean, this is.
I'm curious what
base
makes you
level
so
stuff.
curious.
Base level stuff. You really tried to big time.
This
on
was a
that.
heel turn.
Yeah, this was not a good look for you.
I mean, he's a
It's not a good look
professional
for you.
wrestler. Why would I not have respect for him?
Oh, see what you did right there? Like,
Wow, man.
No, I don't like that one bit.
Put up the photo again.
Yeah, put it up. Nah, screw this.
That's right.
That was a nice young man.
What you get?
It was a nice young man.
You look at that.
You were very rude to him.
I think we have an amicable first meeting, the two of us.
All right, there you go.
Your definition of amicable is different than mine.
I want you to think about what you just did.
Yeah.
I don't have
Listen
to think
back
about
to it and see if it's a good look for you because it wasn't.
Fine.
Jurassic.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
a text and they said I'm listening to this interview and my skin is crawling.
Yeah.
Was yours?
Crawling with excitement.
My skin wasn't crawling at all. What does that mean? My skin was crawling.
Very uncomfortable, very
Yeah?
awkward, having
Yeah.
a hard time listening.
Really?
Still is, honestly.
I feel the vibe is very weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
you.
when his voice goes like, really?
Oh yeah.
That's condescending
Yeah.
when he says it
He
like that.
He thinks like everyone's trying to get one over on
He's
him.
done that to me before. Yeah, I know what that's like.
All right. He leans back.
Yeah.
That's-
It's like he's too good for you.
Yeah.
No,
you know?
you know
He's
what
wearing black. This is a heel turn.
You know what there was in that conversation? There was a healthy give and take. Okay, he was giving it to me. I've never heard of him. I'm using his catchphrases, but I'm not acknowledging it, and I was giving it back to him. That's all. It's fine.
Do you hope he loses now this Sunday?
Yeah, sort of. No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you kidding? You're allowed to root against him.
I don't. Who's he playing? Who's he wrestling? I don't know.
You see, that's another thing he's doing there. You know, it's not called who's he playing. He's fighting someone.
Okay, fighting.
He's not playing someone.
You.
Who's he wrestling against?
Hangman.
Okay. Okay. Haystack Calhoun. That's the last wrestler I've heard of.
Nice 1950s reference.
60s maybe. I don't know. Mike Ryan. It's not rude. We had a fun exchange, he and I. I don't know why everybody's hearing it as awkward. I didn't.
I just messaged him. He's like, "What was up with that guy?"
Okay, I would say the same with him. I just messaged somebody else. What was up with that guy?
Text Clark. He's saying what's up with you.
Yeah, seriously. You're gonna say 5 or 6, 7 of my catchphrases? Acknowledge it.
6, 7.
As you steal another wrestler's catchphrase,
Right.
it's just you couldn't write it better than that.
I mean, you may as well say that with your finger raised in the air too.
I seldom do that.
Take a swig. You earned it.
I'm not taking a swig. I'm taking a sip. A swig is a whole different.
God, I wish
ballgame.
that you knew more about wrestling because it would be pretty meta of you to be like, if you smell what I'm cooking. And that's the bottom line because Greg Cody said so. Yeah.
No, I smell what I'm cooking. I know somebody famous said that.
Who?
I don't know. The blonde guy, right?
No. Yeah.
The Rock? No.
Hey!
It wasn't The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Rock.
It's Rock.
Do you know who said that's the bottom line?
No.
He's not blonde.
Stone Cold said so. He was part of the Hollywood Blondes, tag team champions with Brian Pillman.
Yeah, but when he said he was bald.
There's a whole new world of wrestling that I got to tap into.
Do you know who said, "Let me tell you something, brother"?
No.
John Bernthal. Let's get to it, Greg. This is your time to shine. Do we have 2 new catchphrases this week?
We do.
All right.
See if we can get the energy back here.
Yep. Let's start from the very top. The very top
We're
of
getting
the
into
list.
the top 5 here, by the way.
This is going to be what, number 6 and 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, this is very exciting.
All right.
Trista, this is for you here, okay? In case you don't hear the show every day that Greg is here, he is going to start at the very, very top from number, 75?
70.
70.
This is also for any pro wrestlers out there who want to borrow any of my sayings and work them into their routine. Because they all apply. There's not a saying in here that can't be applied to pro wrestling. Number 70, I'm fuller than Vern Fuller. 69, where's my click, click? 68, hey, Butterfinger, yep. 67, punt. 66, Scranton. 65, I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger. 64, Georgia, Georgia. 63, I'm the kind of guy that's 62, balling the jack. 61, hey, hey, with the monkeys, baby. 60, thank you, Billy. 59, I love him like a pet. 58, who made it a salad? 57, we're rolling now, huh? 56, your brain beating me. 55, let's go States. 54, driver comfort is paramount. 53, dummy up, save up. 52, catches, catch can. 51, doesn't make it right. 50, so on and so forth. 49, very good. 48, the Little League theory. 47, nice hat, asshole. 46, the others, they all learn from me. 45, don't go showering to try to please me. 44, look at that jerk. 43, it's like a packing house in here. There should be hams hanging from hooks. 42, what'd you learn? 41, hee-haw, 3, ba-day-up. 40, I'm not going to take a quiz. 39, sassafras. 38, what, we break a window? 37, hello. 36, who won? 35, trailers for sale or rent. 34, you got to eat a peck of dirt before you die. 33, 3 words, we are the Lobos. 32, you're going to go to Buffalo with Bernie Pomeroy. 31, Rappy Cack. 30, another crisis solved. 29, nice chatting with you.
Take a break.
Thank you, for the love of
Take
God.
a sip. Catch your breath.
28, he ain't heavy, he's my blank. 27, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
26, who let a pet? 25, good on ya. 24, dancing swords. 23, QK, quick crap. 22, bay. 21, blanking it. 20, that's a fact, Jack. 19, gotta wanna learn, gotta wanna earn. 18, put a Lobo's mint under your pillow and dream. 17, quite a bit. 16, take the rest of the day off. 15, do what now? 14, right on. 13, who shot John? 12, if I had a hammer. 11, rap, rap, rap. They call him the rapper. 10, do it till you're satisfied. 9, me maximum. 8, the burp suite. Brad, asswipe, sack, yike. 7, and now number 6, Zagacki.
Wow. Not even top 5.
Not quite. There was debate about that internally. And number 5, Baby.
Oh, wow, heavy hitters. We've arrived.
Wow.
This is what it's all for. It's a good list.
Okay. And now number 10. Okay. 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 If that wrestler says Zagacki on his next broadcast, I'm going to call my lawyer. Okay.
And we're back with the energy.
What are you talking about?
I just lost so much money on DraftKings.com because I had Zagacki at number 1.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Do you have a guess at this point what number 1 could be?
I did, but now I have no idea, and that's my big brother. So if anybody should know, it's me, and I'm lost.
You were close with Zagacki. I mean, number 6 is high ranking. And I want to reveal here that we're down to the final 4 now. And because this bit on my podcast hasn't lasted long enough, we're going to do the final 4 one at a time. Instead of announcing 2 next week and 2 the following week, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
One at a time?
Slow it down a little bit for the
we're
people.
going to slow it down.
All right, because we've gone through the list a little too fast, so we want to slow things down.
We're going to slow things down.
Yeah, that makes
Gives
sense.
us more time to extend the list.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of
All
things
right.
to consider.
Understandable.
Yes, thank you.
Well, it'll really be extended when we make it a top 85.
Well, it won't go there. 75, always a possibility.
Trista, what is this clip of Michael Porter Jr.? Now, you may remember there was a time, I guess like right before the summer, where it seemed every couple of days you had Michael Porter Jr., forward for the Brooklyn Nets, would say something. And it's been a little while since he said something. And so it sounds like he's back, right?
The one that was the famous one that really put him on my radar was when he says, I need to see a little, in terms about how he tests girls, I need to see a little bit about their beliefs. So I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate, see how they react.
He tests them.
Test them. Red pill, Michael Porter Jr. So Lonzo Ball and Michael Porter Jr., 2 of the great minds of
Is
the
Lonzo
NBA.
Ball retired, or is he still technically, I want to play in the NBA?
I think he's still technically,
Okay.
I'm trying to play in the NBA. And some great quotes have already come out of there. The one that we did not really talk about yesterday was that LaMelo Ball, his brother, has 10 cars, but he has finally hired a driver. LaMelo Ball has famously crashed his car, left the scene.
He's very reckless.
Very reckless. So they both said, Lonzo and Michael Porter Jr., admitted on this podcast that they would push a button to let somebody die for $1 billion. What do you think about that, Greg Cody?
I'm against it. Good answer.
All right, so let's set this up here. All right, so here there's like Trista said, there's a scenario that they're posing to each other. Would you take $1 billion, but someone somewhere would have to die,
And you'd have to push the button yourself.
Yeah. So they both say apparently in this video. The video's not working right now, so I'm just going to tell you. They both say in this video they would do it
Right.
And they essentially they rationalize it where it's like I think Michael Porter Jr. said something like, you know, it'd be worth him dying because I would take a few $100 million and I would donate it to charity. So I'm helping a lot of people and I'm just losing one life as a result. So it's worth it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, here we got it working now. So give this a listen here.
For $1 billion cash.
Okay, see, now we're talking.
$1 billion cash.
Now we're talking my language.
Would you click a button and one random person around the world dies? Drops dead. I'll be asking people this. So you click the button.
Quick. You gotta do it quick. Like, I'm thinking about, I wouldn't do that. I just quick one.
I'm doing it, and this is the reason why I say I'm doing it.
I'm doing it strictly for the bill. Nothing else here.
I'm thinking I could take 300 M's, 400 M's, and go save thousands of lives. Go give it to somewhere over there in Africa or somewhere that's has a lot of poverty going on, and save a bunch of lives. So that makes up for the one life that was lost for the bill. Then take the other 700 mil to the crib. Feel me? That's how I would justify. I don't think I could do it with just a person dying without.
This is what I'm gonna say. I didn't catch the body. I don't know who hacked him. It wasn't me. Bro. Actually, I have no ties. My hand slipped type shit. I need the billion. I don't know what. We can figure out everything else after that.
I'll tell you, when it comes to money, the NBA player this summer is on a really good run of saying stupid shit.
I need the billion.
Need the bill. Got to get that bill.
I don't think he understands how a RICO Act works. Like, if you push the button and someone dies, you caught the body. You did.
Not in Genie Land where you get $1 billion for killing somebody by pushing a button. I'm thinking everything's all taken care of legally, but I'm not going to give my answer because everyone's looking at me crazy right now.
But he's going to save a lot of lives, though, by donating to Africa, apparently, and that's worth the one dead life, right?
I mean, if we could choose the person, we talking different. You feel me? Because there's a couple people out there on their last leg, and already salute.
There was a movie about this. The movie was called The Box, I think. I think it was called The Box with Cameron Diaz and she and James Marsden. They're a married couple, and I don't remember the circumstance, but Frank Langella, Skeletor, Frank Langella, he shows up with this box. And in the box, there's a button, and he leaves it with them. And the scenario is, if they press that button, they get X amount of dollars. I don't remember how much it is. Maybe it's like $1 billion. They get X amount of dollars, but someone somewhere is going to drop dead. And they're left with that scenario, and they're struggling with, should we do it? Should we do it? And that's the movie. Spoiler alert, doesn't end well. But that's the movie. That movie's crazy. I remember seeing that movie.
I love the presumption of an NBA player who signed a contract for God knows how many tens of $1 millions, thinking that he's not rich enough to help people in need. He's justifying it like, I got to get my billion before I can afford to help any.
If only I had enough money to actually do good with it.
It's so ridiculous. And the other thing is that it's some poor random person who you're killing. Like, if I can press a button and kill Adolf Hitler back in the day, I'll probably do that without a lot of guilt. A little bit of guilt because he's a human being, but not a lot of bit of guilt.
No, that was a social experiment, killing baby Hitler.
Yeah, would you kill baby Hitler?
If I knew the way he grew up?
Yes, you do know.
Yes, that's the gambit.
Yeah, I mean, would I kill him?
We're not going to ask you just to kill a random baby.
How would you do it?
Would you kill baby Hitler?
I'd press a button.
That's not really how the hypothetical worked. It was more like, getting your hands dirty. But we don't have to. We don't have to do that.
I don't want to go down that avenue.
Yeah, me neither. It hasn't been the greatest show.
But the point is, if you press a button and you're killing somebody who deserves to die, however you define that.
Yeah, but you don't know if they deserve to die.
In the middle of Hitler?
And no, you do with Hitler.
No, we
do.
moved off Hitler.
Yeah, we moved off Hitler.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't want to say Hitler, for too long.
You only want to say it a number of times, and you start to get in trouble. Let's
I
move
hear
on.
you. No, but I'm killing him, so how much trouble can I get in?
Okay, you hesitated with the baby Hitler.
This is how the plot of Moon Knight starts. Has anybody seen Moon Knight?
Great show.
Great show.
Do I
Ethan
need to?
Hawke's. Yes.
I need to see it for whatever's happening in Endgame.
Yes. Well,
or
no.
Doomsday.
I don't think so. But Ethan Hawke's character is all about killing people before they commit atrocities. And he touches their hand and he sees what they're capable of doing in the future and then dead.
So he's killing serial killers who are 8 years old.
Or babies, or whenever he touches them.
Oh, wow.
It's like a Minority Report situation.
Mm-hmm.
Future cops.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, all right? I keep seeing these previews. You know, Avengers Doomsday is coming out in December. I already bought my tickets. Greg, have you ever bought tickets for a movie 4 months in advance?
Hell no.
I did. I
No.
did that last week.
I do that occasionally for music concerts.
Well, everyone
Most
does
people
that.
do, yeah.
Yeah. It's you don't get a good seat if you wait till the day of.
Unless you're my wife. And
Yeah.
you're paying every amount imaginable to go aftermarket.
She aims to do that?
Yes.
So
It's
I had
too cheap right now.
I had to buy the tickets because even when I bought them last week, which again, 4 months in advance, I have to see the movie the day it comes out, first of all. All right, have to. Almost all the showings were already sold out by the time I went and bought my ticket. Yeah, crazy, right?
A lot of crazy people like you.
So I have my tickets to go see Avengers Doomsday. It's going to be so good. And they're telling me I gotta, they came out with a list of movies that you should see before you see this one, so you understand everything, connect some of the dots that maybe you've forgotten about. But one of them is Avengers Endgame, all right? And they are re-releasing Avengers Endgame in the theaters. They're calling it Avengers Endgame Encore. They're re-releasing it in theaters. Apparently, and it's not like there's a whole bunch of extra footage. I think it's an extra 4 minutes that they've added to the movie. But they're re-releasing it, and they're telling me I have to see it before Doomsday. I've seen Avengers Endgame like 20 times. What do I need to... Why do I have to watch it again before Doomsday? What am I about to learn? Are they changing the ending of Avengers Endgame? Am I the only one who thinks that this is weird? Or, let's be honest here. So you see these movies that are out right now making on the money. The Odyssey is making an insane amount of money. Spider-Man Brand New Day is making an insane amount of money. At one point, Avengers Endgame was like in the running for highest grossing picture of all time. Re-releasing in the theaters, this counts toward that gross.
That's right, Zaz. I think you're on to something.
I
here.
cracked the code.
Yeah. I don't think this additional 4 minutes that they're including is really all that necessary because I'm not going to watch this. And I really doubt that when I'm watching Doomsday, I'll be like, what the hell's going on here? What did I miss? This isn't making sense. If only I had that 4 minutes of Endgame.
Greg, will you watch Avengers Endgame Encore?
I would be as likely to watch that as I would a Seattle-New England Super Bowl replay, even though I know the result. I've seen it before. I don't want to see it again. Why are you asking me to see it again? Answer is no. Hell no would be even better answer. It's such a gimmick to get people to
I figured it out, right?
Yeah, you cracked the code.
Yeah. I mean, I must watch that movie once a month. I'm serious. It's on all the time. It's not like I'm sitting down, hey, let's put on Avengers Endgame. It's always on.
TNT?
Or FX or TBS. It's always on.
So if you're doing something and it's on,
I'll
you
stop.
sit down,
Yeah.
stop what you're doing, and watch it.
Yeah, if I'm scrolling. Superhero movies are on at all times of the day. And Avengers Endgame is on all the time. I'll stop and watch it. Yeah.
I'm going to check right now to see if there is a superhero movie on television.
Today?
Yeah, right now.
At some point, like FX, TNT, USA. Yeah, 100% there will be one.
Right now, my cousin Vinny's on AMC.
That's not a superhero movie.
In the Line of Fire.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
The Karate Kid is on.
Which one?
The Karate Kid.
I don't like the one with Will
original
Smith's kid. I don't like
Sundance
that one.
TV. Live Free or Die Hard.
That's kind of a superhero movie.
No superhero movie going on right now.
Wow. Too bad.
Interesting.
Are any sequels called 2.0 or no?
No. And my podcast is not a sequel either. It's a new version. It's not a sequel.
Right.
All right, it's a new version.
It's an upgrade.
I think so.
Is it a better version?
Clay Thompson going to be on Zaslow Show 2.0 today. Look out for that.
Clay Thompson 2.0.
Okay.
Well, just
To Zaz.
What kind of softball questions are you going to throw him?
Yo, don't worry about that. I think I did a good job.
Underhand, soft toss?
It'll be like, how excited are you to join this storied organization?
What appealed to you about the Miami Heat organization?
Yeah. We were offered, my Greg Cody show was offered Clay Thompson, and we said no because we wouldn't agree to just give him the easy questions. You know, we don't work like that.
Yeah.
For example, when we had on Lee Hoffman, who wrote the Miami Dolphin #1 fight song.
We grilled his ass.
We grilled his ass. That's exactly what we did.
What we do.
It's what we do. That's right.
Sir.
Go on, continue with your show.
How excited are you to team up with Giannis down here? Nice asshole.
How about working with Bam, huh?
You think these are my questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know these are your questions.
How thrilled were you to meet Pat Riley?
Eric Spoelstra, highly regarded, and then blah, 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 blah. Boring.
Wiggins, really underrated, huh?
You think that's what I asked?
Yeah.
You won't ask why you called Trissa a wench. Tell you that much. Coward. Yeah, you're spilling some of that water you're carrying for the Miami Heat organization.
Laughing at himself.
This is bullshit.
Who else you having on? Tommy Tige?
No.
Give it a couple weeks.
Think you know everything.
You'll definitely have Tommy Tige on again.
Don't know shit.
Speaking of that, I heard Jeremy doing some Sirius XM radio.
What channel? What show?
Let me guess, he likes the Heat's chances. He's got his finishing top in the East.
Really likes what Spo's going to be able to do with Clay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I saw the clip because Jeremy put it out. That's where I saw it.
You know, took us a couple of years, but the Heat fans on this show.
Lord.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
He's mad that I called him out.
Yep. I heard him yell something. I don't know what he yelled, but I heard him yell something.
Oh.
Hey, do you like the uniforms? Another meatball down the middle.
How great is it that they spell Heat with all caps, huh?
Every question to Klay Thompson's a 3-1 count.
Chanho
Dead red.
Chanho Park in an All-Star game.
Oh, what a joke you are. Oh, I'm a real journalist. That's a wrestler's problem.
Not to break up the fun right now, but you know all the attention that Shedeur Sanders is getting. Why aren't people talking more about Cam Ward this year? Whoa. Because I'm of the opinion that my boy's finna take a giant leap, and the Titans, damn near by them drafting the receivers so high, I think they have a chance to sneak in the playoffs this year. Am I wrong?
And for fantasy purposes, who's the number one there? Is it the rookie? Is it Wan'Dale Robinson? I need to know.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Tate. I wasn't crazy about that draft pick. I think they needed something different, but they're trying to help Cam Ward out. That preseason game was a little telling. Cam Ward throws a dime, Tate mistimes it, and it changes the entire narrative because after that nationally broadcast game, the discourse around Cam Ward was kind of down. I think Cam's an incredible talent. Obviously, I'm biased. I want it to work out for him, but I don't have a lot of faith in the coaching staff. If he's a good enough quarterback, though, he should overcome that. But Rob Saleh, Brian Daboll, I don't know about this.
But see, that coaching staff has something to prove, though. Everybody on that coaching staff has been kind of shunned or kind of ousted from a situation. So I think they're on a prove-it year, and I think they're all going to give it kind of their A effort this year in Tennessee.
I think Cam's good, and I think he's going to be a good pro. But that's still a really weak team he is on in terms of talent. Like, they're in the division, they're easily, in my opinion, the least talented team in that division. And he's going to have to be really, really good to be in the mix.
Yeah, I agree. I just came out with my annual NFL team rankings, which I do just before every season starts, and I had Tennessee ranked number 28 for what it's worth. They were 3-14. They're not going to be that much better. Their head coach is a guy who failed to achieve any liftoff with the Jets. I just don't see a real reason. I do think Cam Ward's going to be better and take a little bit of a leap, but I just don't see enough talent on that roster. I see a weak division, which means if they can limp to 8 and 9, they actually have a chance to win a division. But
I don't see a weak division. If I'm just judging off of last year, we'll see how Daniel Jones does after the injury. But the Indianapolis Colts surprised many people. The Jags are good. The Texans have the best. The best defense in the league. They have their question marks about the quarterback, but that's a playoff team. Those are three. Was it 3 playoff teams last year? So it's going to be really tough.
Jaguars and Texans, 2 playoff teams last year. Yeah.
Colts just missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the injuries. That's right. Phillip Rivers was playing for them at the end, but the Colts were really good at the start of the year. And one of the pleasant stories, I think it's going to be tough sledding. I don't think they had a great offseason either. I get the idea with Tate, but I think what Cam Ward will find the open guy, even if you have just pedestrian wide receivers. Look what he did with Xavier Restrepo here. We went the next level isn't, considered anything, and he's on that roster. Cam needs time. Otherwise, he's going to look like Wazoo Cam, who is so fine, but not good enough.
By this time next year, which number 1 pick are we going to think is better, Mendoza or Cam Ward? This time next year. So be going into Ward's 3rd year, Mendoza's 2nd.
Both could use a lot more help with their rosters.
Yeah.
I think
Mendoza's got good players around him.
I think Cam Ward's the better of the two. I think they're both going to be good pros, but I do think that with Cam in particular, he's in a really tough situation, less than ideal. Wouldn't surprise me if there's some discussion in the offseason about, because it's a really good quarterback class, and if Tennessee is picking at a spot that's high because their record is bad, and even though, let's say Cam shows up progression across the board, but the record is still bad, you're looking at C.J. Carr, you're looking at Arch Manning, they might do what the Cardinals did a couple years ago. We have Josh Rosen, we don't know, we have Kyler Murray, we're more sure, this is a quarterback that has value, we can get more picks for him. I think that if the season goes south for them, but he still kind of maintains a level of play, that could be a discussion.
Chris, you mentioned fantasy a few minutes ago. Did you make your fantasy pick? Your time must have run out. You have 8 hours to make your picks in your league, right?
I ended up going with Genty, despite being in a guillotine league where I need to be good week 1.
Yeah.
He's probably going to miss week 1.
We had a whole conversation yesterday to go with a safe pick.
I know, but I just think I'm confident in my team's ability to get out of that week 1, and I think once I get out of that week 1, I got a two-headed monster running back that I'm really going to like. So I'm just going to trust my late-round drafting to survive that first week without Genty, and then I got the upside of Genty falling late in the 2nd round.
Yesterday was an eventful day in this guillotine league because for whatever reason, they decided that suspending the draft overnight was a good idea. You have 8 hours to pick.
Right, so what, you said 10 to 6?
12 to 8 is, I believe, what the plan was. We're going to pause the draft between 12 a.m. and 8 a.m. to let people sleep, and then
who sleeps more than 8 hours? Right. If you sleep
Who's
more
sleeping until 8 a.m. on a weekday?
If you sleep more than 8 hours, you deserve to get auto-picked. So I posited to the league, I'm like, what if we did away with the suspension? Because I can see where this is going. We're needlessly making this thing even longer than it has to be because this is already getting quite tedious. And mostly everyone agreed, yeah, let's do it. Chris Whittingham's apparently one of these blessed people that can sleep till 9:30 a.m.
No kids.
But now there's a bit of strategy. I was up at around 10 o'clock, and I decided to sit on the ball a little bit because I wanted to hold out for what I call the devil's draft window.
What does that mean?
8 hours to pick. I feel like if I get it, there's this window between 10:30 and 6:30 a.m. where I might catch somebody sleeping through that entire window, not noticing. Maybe they put their phone away for an hour, don't know they're on the clock, go to bed.
Okay, but didn't you say it's 12 to 8 is the dead period?
No, there's no dead period anymore. Now this draft, you have 8 hours to pick at all hours.
Oh.
I woke up, some guy had less than 2 hours to pick.
Yeah,
which is
Tom Bogert had 2 hours to pick at around 6 a.m., so you're like, okay, we're going to have an auto pick
but
here.
He's got kids, so we were like, he'll be up.
It's built into the strategy now of
interesting.
Who's gonna have the hot potato? You know?
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. I've never heard of a draft with 8 hours to pick.
Well, there are some of these leagues, like I said yesterday, where you would do your draft through email. You email the pick to the entire league, and you have 24 hours.
Hey, Clay, what's the goal this season? Championship mindset? Whatever.
You think those are the kind of questions I ask?
Yeah.
What? Can this team compete, you think? Maybe?
A stupid question.
Hey, you're a good shooter.
Are you happy to be here? Huh? Oh, I'm happy to be in Miami, yeah? Are you? Yeah. Say hello to Tim Donovan, a good friend of mine.
Open looks, am I right?
All right, open looks.
Such a deep cut.
You're a good player. Can you ask Tim Donovan, this is going okay.
You know what? This is bullshit, okay? Because he doesn't laugh like this at anything except for when I'm being made fun of. This is bullshit.
16. You're not joked up. 16.
I walk in, I put my stuff down at the table, I say good morning, a collective good morning to the 3 people who are sitting at the table, and Lewis just goes, "You have your hat today, right?" The fuck?
Nice hat, asshole. Bald people. Nice hat, asshole.
You have a hat, right?
Nice hat, asshole.
Nice hat, asshole.
Nice hat, asshole.
You have a hat, right? In order to disguise his baldness.
You're bald.
Zaslow wears the cap.
You're bald. I'm not into fashion.
Bald people.
You're bald.
Nice hat, asshole.
What kind of way to greet me is that?
You're so bald that people are comfortable telling you upon greeting you that you need to do something with your appearance.
So you can't do the plugs and the dye. You gotta pick one.
People aren't still doing toupees, are they?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Nice hat, asshole.
Fake hair toupee.
Nice hat, asshole.
He looks bad without a hat.
Nice hat, asshole.
Bald capital B.
Nice hat, asshole.
Your brain beat me.
Why is it okay for everyone to make fun of people who are bald?
Just because you're bald doesn't mean you can take it out on other people.
You're bald!
You say the toupee business is booming.
Google Jamie Foxx toupee.
Dom Capers.
Bald people. I'm sorry, Sass.
I was just looking at Bill Self and Carl Ravitch.
For the last couple of days, Greg Cody's been in studio with us.
He has.
And yesterday, we played another clip of AEW wrestling where we believe they must have a Le Batard Show fan, or maybe just a Greg Cody Show fan, who is injecting Greg Cody's catchphrases into their programming.
I heard the bit. I don't agree.
Okay, that's fine. Well, let me play again for you real quick from yesterday. This is the second time that this has happened, or at least that we played the video. This is from yesterday where we believe AEW programming is using Greg Cody catchphrases. Give this a listen, I mean.
Juice Robinson versus Clark Connors. Who won? Who? The Guns versus the Dogs. Who won? Who? And in a double shame match, who took Juice and Jerry out? Who?
Now,
Baja Men can also be upset.
That's what I'm thinking. I get Baja Man from that. Who let the dogs out?
Well, but he did it with the inflection. Who won?
Well, he's building.
All right. I'm full disclosure. Like I said, not disclosure day, but full disclosure.
Okay.
I went into this yesterday ready to poo-poo it and tell you, Greg, no one cares about your catchphrases. No one is using them on AEW. Like, don't be stupid. And I heard that, yes, and like I'm having a hard time denying it. And now I had one of our listeners send me another couple of clips. I'm going to play the first one here for you. But both of these clips are from the same segment, all right? Don't pay as much attention to, what's actually happening in the video. Like, who the hell can explain? But pay more attention to the possible use of the Greg Cody catchphrase.
What you learn, huh? What you learn, huh? What you learn, huh?
So over and over, they're saying, what you learn, what you learn, what you learn. How mad is Dan going to be that the NFL and CTE, there's this new study that I get emotional when I think about Dan missing things. How upset's he going to be when he wasn't here when this new study about football players and CTE came out?
Even more mad that ESPN did a good job covering it.
Did they?
Yeah, much better than we did.
It's funny, before you get to their coverage, Greg, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to play football. I played basketball, I played baseball. My parents would not let me play tackle football. Now, I probably wouldn't have anyway. I was small. But I wasn't.
The game missed out.
Well, could have been. But I wasn't allowed to play tackle football because the fear back then in late 80s, then into 90s, was always the spinal cord injuries. That was the big fear.
Keep fighting.
Paralysis.
You're going to be okay. Look at me. I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
I won't call attention to it one bit.
Filling.
Yeah. See, it's not just me. Thank you, Zaz.
So the spinal cord injuries.
Look, we righted the ship.
I know, we're good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. I'm a good teammate.
And now, like, we never considered head injuries. And now, not that it's changed as if spinal cord injuries are not a thing anymore. Of
No,
course
but that's you're right on the money there. When I was growing up, it was all about,
it was a real fear.
paralysis.
Yep, it's a real fear.
Mhm.
And now it's all about head injuries, which of course isn't something that can necessarily. The fear with the head injuries is what it's going to look like in the future. It's not what's going to happen to you now. Paralysis, spinal cord injuries, that's still very much a thing. That hasn't softened a bit, but nobody talks about that anymore. It's all about the head injuries.
Well, there's a visceral thing with the neck injuries, but what's so scary about what's going on with head injuries and CTE, yeah, you can identify and cherry pick individual hits. When Tua's lying on the Cincinnati turf, you're like, well, that's going to come up and bite him. But there's so little that we know about the repeated actions of football. And now with this study, which is terrifying, because if you read the report from this this medical journal that did this report, there were some doctors that were of the belief that no, it's way higher than what they said, which is 1 in 4. 1 in 4 was basically what they landed on.
Which feels like a lot in and of itself, 1 in 4.
1 in 4 is horrific.
Feels really high.
Yeah, that's really scary. And I don't think it's going to change anything, even though ESPN did a really good job covering it yesterday. I think when it comes to football, we're going to start treating this like cigarette smoking. The people that do it understand everything. It's been made very clear generationally. It's been hammered into their heads. This is bad for you. It, in all likelihood, will undo your health in some sort of profound way.
But I don't think it's coincidental that the NFL has poured millions and millions of dollars into flag football and developing flag football as a national sport, an Olympic sport.
Fast-growing sport.
Yeah, because I think over time, if CTE is not solved, and if all of a sudden 1 in 4 becomes 2 in 4, over time, tackle football, is going to become less and less popular.
I mean, there are really, really stark changes that have already come to the league. Like having a world in which they're wearing these huge helmet guards, aesthetically, the game is going to look different. I think a generation from now, no doubt, because this is super dangerous. The way that, look, you go to different countries, the warning labels on cigarettes are horrific, really jarring images, and people still reach for them. It's so ingrained in American culture that it's going to take several decades for us to break our obsession with the way the sport looks. And I think culturally, people are going to see the health risk. They've become more and more clear as the years have gone by, and people still make the decision to go through with it, like cigarette smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And not unlike cigarette smoking, like, we can admit it's bad for us, but God, we look cool doing it.
Let's bring in our friend Jessica Smetana, the weekly Notre Dame podcast, The Echoes, of course, she does with Mike Golick Jr. Jess, do you ever feel bad when you're watching NFL? You see a guy, maybe, head hit, it's probably going to be a concussion, he leaves the game. Like, knowing the things that we know now, do you ever feel bad? Like, has it changed the way that you watch? Because I'll get out in front of it first. It has not really changed the way that I watch. Like, I understand the head injuries are bad, but nobody's forcing anyone to play football in the same way you can get broken bones when you play football. I'm glad that we have the information that we have. I'm glad the players know this risk, but it's the same thing where, like the same way you could, tear your knee, you can get a bruise on your brain. Do you want to play football? Oh, you do? Okay, great. Well, here you have the information. We have free will, and you can play football. It hasn't really changed the way that I watch the game, Jess.
It's definitely impacted the way I've watched the games and it definitely is something that I think about a lot, especially because I cover football for a living, and like, what part am I playing in this? And like, do the players have all the information, or is there still stuff that they should know about the risk that they're putting themselves through? And I think if there were safety measures that were continued to be taken by the different football leagues, I would never, as someone who's not putting my body on the line argue with that. Like, you see people in the comments all the time being like, this isn't real football, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. Well, we know more now, and I'm not going to argue with people that are trying to make it safer if there is a way to make it safer. And that ultimately is, I think, firmly up for debate.
I think the part that people probably argue with, the whole, hey, this is not real football, that's stupid, okay? We should try to be safe. But I think the part that people argue with is when, the player wants to play. He wants to go back in the game. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm an adult. And the, league, if you will, has rules where they're not allowing you to go back in the game. Like, I think that's the part, whether it's the right way to look at it or not, I think that's the part that probably a lot of fans look at and don't like.
Right. But it's also a very temporary fix, right? It doesn't eliminate CTE or concussions or anything. It just sort of makes it better for that game.
Trista, I want you to bring this up with Jess here because I think she mentioned that she wanted to talk about this as well. But you were telling me about this yesterday, Trista, this commercial that's out there, right? This Callaway ad that we saw, which people are out there apologizing for now. Can you explain this to us, what happened here?
Sure. So there's I would call it like a bro network, creator network called Good Good. They got super popular during, I think, the pandemic. They sell a golf brand, and they sell a lot of merch. And they did a Callaway collaboration to put out a driver. And they put out a commercial to promote said driver that apparently Callaway says they didn't know anything about and weren't responsible for producing. And as soon as they put the commercial out, there was some major backlash. Some folks in the back think play on in the video room. I'll let you guys be the judge. I want Jess to sound off on it as well.
All right, so let's give this a watch here. Here's the beginning of the ad. So it's a woman. She's reaching for a driver.
Do not touch my new driver.
A guy runs in. He trucks her and then warns her not to touch his new driver.
I don't know if it's a warn if it's already happened. It's a threat.
It's a threat.
And he tackled her.
Yeah.
Tackled the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But equality.
And so people got mad about this. They issued a retraction.
Yep.
Zaz,
go ahead.
Sorry, Trista, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Zaz, could you tell what this ad is supposed to be satirizing?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, apparently it's supposed to be satirizing obsession.
Whoa,
That's
boy.
what I read. That's what I read earlier today. Is that not true?
I didn't get that. I've seen Obsession.
Trista, have you seen Obsession?
I haven't. I'm not a scary movie person. I'm terrified.
Neither am I. Okay.
I just saw this ad and I saw Obsession. I didn't think when I saw that ad anything about Obsession. I thought I saw a dude trucking a girl, and I don't remember that part of Obsession.
Right, it wasn't even hilarious. I was just like, "What is this? I'm watching."
Yeah.
Is it like the guy is under the spell then from Obsession and he loves?
I don't know.
His driver?
I honestly, I think it's part of a longer ad. I didn't really get into it too deeply because I don't really think it's bad. If it is satire, it's bad satire, and I don't understand it. And like, there's probably no defense you can make for it other than like this was a bad creative decision. And Callaway has put out, I think, multiple statements at this point, and like the most recent one, they were like, we should have said something before this went public. We need to do some quote, mistakes were made, unquote. We need to do some digging on how this got out there because this should not have passed muster with our advertising team.
Yeah, I mean, he trucks her pretty good.
Golf Galaxy has taken all of the good merch off of their shelves. And congratulations to Golf Channel. There's a Big Break TV show that they did in collaboration with Good. They're going to postpone it a week, see how it all goes down.
See how it plays out. Yeah, this is just one of those things where there's a lot going on here, Zaz, because there's, obviously a lot of tension between legacy media and like new media, YouTube, social media, like creators, all of that's at play. Golf, we know, more of a old man's sport, a more strict, stingy kind of demure sport. And then there's all these like new, younger people trying to get people into the game and be, more exciting and upbeat, and they have these YouTube channels, and this group has over 2 million followers, and they do have some female creators as part of their network apparently too, and the guy in that video is one of the co-founders, and the woman is someone who is part of the network. So I've read. I was not familiar with this group, but you guys know I do dabble in golf. I am a golfer, and so this is an unfortunate way for me to find out about this channel. But there's also like part of me that kind of feels a little bad, because I'm like, they're so over their skis trying to make an ad here. They're not an ad agency. They were ultimately, like, Callaway should be getting, I think, most of the blame here, because they let this slide. They let this go out there into the world, and they are like the established decades old golf brand involved. But then part of me is like, no, this is such a bad idea. Like, this is it's not funny at all. I don't know how anyone is defending it. And then, like, you get to the point where you're like, well, what do you do about this now? Like, should people get fired? Should they cut ties with this group entirely? Apparently, Dick's, sorry, I just ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Apparently, Dick's is, like, pulling their merch off the shelves
What
right now.
kind of bread?
Gluten-free bread. You know,
Okay.
it's not bad, actually.
You cut the
but
crust?
It's fine. No.
Okay.
I tried gluten-free Uncrustables last week. I remembered that I don't have the patience for them to thaw.
I tried Uncrustables for the first time in my life, like 6-8 months ago. I can't believe what I was missing. I love them now.
They're really, yeah, I mean, they're phenomenal.
It's
They
so
gluten-free ones, not as much. Anyways, it's kind of like, what do we do? We're now in, like, the, I don't know, 6th day of backlash to this ad, because, again, it is that bad where it's like, how did this get made? How did so many people see this, and it still ended up on the internet? But apparently they're sponsoring a PGA Tour event in like 2 months. So what is going to happen now? Like, what happens to this brand? What happens to this YouTube channel? What happens to Callaway? I don't know.
Jess, let's get some thoughts from you on the SEC yesterday, where the SEC a couple of days ago put out a very, very soft launch of rules when it comes to allowing professional athletes to come back to school for a 5th year. They didn't really do anything. It was like a soft launch, right? They dipped their toe in with that statement. And then the Big Ten yesterday came out with a real statement. And so the SEC then followed suit, and they voted 16-0. All member schools voted to not allow the bullshit to actually go forward. So, A, what did you make of it? And B, my question here was, if it's 16-0, the unanimous vote, that means LSU voted in favor of not having the bullshit. Like, what changed? They're the ones who were spearheading the bullshit.
Well, Daz, would you believe that in the history of college football, there's a bunch of schools that have agreed to rules, but then when the rules are applied to them, don't want to actually follow them? That has been kind of the history of the NCAA. And this SEC doing this is like I think sort of a soft launch of their proposed like self-governance model that they've been meeting about for the last like few months. Like, okay, if we don't get this legislation passed, the Protect College Sports Act, like, can we actually have our own rules, and will people follow them? But like this, like everything else, is going to get challenged in court because none of this is collectively bargained, and so there's a ton of federal laws in play here. So to be honest with you, like, this is my least favorite part about college sports, is how much we get bogged down in the minutia, especially in the off season. So I'm very excited that there's finally some real games this weekend, because when push comes to shove, like, I agree that it's ridiculous that you could play in, like, sign with the Browns and play in preseason, whatever, and then go back to college. But this is also a really small number of players that this is affecting, because they didn't know the NCAA was going to change the eligibility rules and that they were going to be left out of it. And I just, like, don't care. Like, I'm just ready for the season to start, and I am done caring too much about this right now.
I think this conversation, I think it really goes away. Maybe not this weekend with just a couple of games, but the real week 1 next weekend, Greg, I think this conversation kind of goes away.
I think fans resent the player who changes his mind like that and takes advantage of what are loopholes, really. I mean, if you're on an NFL roster, if you appear in an NFL game, the gall of wanting to go back to your college team, nobody wants that. I don't think.
I think you would do the same thing though, Greg. If you were in this position, like you're not good enough to make an NFL roster. Like we're not talking about these are the best players coming back. Like Fernando Mendoza's coming back to Indiana, even though he's on the Raiders. Oh my God! Like we're talking about kind of like fringe NFL players, guys that probably weren't going to find themselves on a roster that were left out of this eligibility change because of the timing. And the NCAA knew this was going to happen. And some people think this is like a conspiracy to get people to support the Protect College Sports Act. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if they're that savvy or if they just are slow to change and knew that this would get challenged in court and it'd affect a few dozen players and then it would kind of be the end of it. But I don't know if maybe I'll change my mind once the season starts. If one of these players ends up being the star of a team that wins a national championship game, like, yeah, maybe, and it's not my team, but I don't know. I just find it really hard to get that worked up over it because of the complications of this scenario.
Yeah, it's a classic hate the game, not the player situation. Because these are young adults who probably was on the fence about all their decisions, whatever you call it, in the first place.
You got it.
He did. So yeah, I think we shouldn't be mad at them.
They were treated unfairly in that the COVID people got the extra year of eligibility. The NCAA has since ruled 5 years for everybody, and you could see this coming. And like the cynic in me thinks that the NCAA did see this coming and actually decided that the mess is good for their bottom line, which is get past this unjust, not collectively bargained Save College Sports Act.
Yeah.
And
again, like this is the worst part about college sports. I hate it so much. I don't want to read a bill. That's not why I got into this. I want to watch Hawaii and Stanford on Saturday night.
I agree with that, but the athlete and his agent and his parents and all his advisors have months and months to decide whether they're entering the draft, right?
But they didn't have, they didn't, yeah, that's not what happened because the NCAA changed the eligibility rules after that decision was made. And the NCAA knew this would happen. And I assume, knew this would lead to what is happening right now, which
I've got
is like
zero blame. Zero
blame.
I understand the optics are on them, and how could you? Isn't that weird if you put on a Browns uniform one week and then you're in an LSU uniform the next
it's ridiculous.
Week?
I completely agree.
It's not their fault. It's the NCAA's fault. This was if they had any type of leadership, this was the most obvious thing that was going to happen with the 2022 class. And if you're a player that's on the fringes of the NFL, you would have liked clarity on this sooner. Now, could you say maybe a player could have challenged this earlier? We had players on Miami that were trying to see about this, to see if the 2022 class was going to be screwed. But the NFL process is such that you kind of have to make that decision quick. As I highlighted yesterday, Markel Bell, who's doing really well at the next level, would have been back at Miami had this thing been clarified earlier on.
So do you agree or disagree that major conferences should have the right to say, nope, we won't take you back?
I think one thing that we've learned from this summer with this and the Sorsby thing, it's that the schools are in charge.
And
because
should be.
the
And should be,
NCAA
right?
has zero teeth. Legally, they lose every case that they have. And if we were up to court rulings v. NCAA, Sorsby would be playing right now. So the inmates are running the asylum to a very large degree. Sometimes that is perceived as a bad thing if you're viewing it through a traditional prism. But also, the inmates got it right when it came to Sorsby. And this one, I think most people, consensus, would agree it's a little ridiculous that a dude can get 2 sacks for the Tampa Bay Bucks one week and then go into the transfer portal the next.
Yeah. Flatly ridiculous, but also, Greg, like these are players that and it's a little late in the game and there's the cap, air quotes, and NIL and everything like that. But like, yeah, if you can make money to play an extra year in college, maybe it helps your future NFL prospects. Again, I doubt it in some cases because these are players that played 4 years in college and, they're older players for the most part. So I don't know if that's a real consideration, but if you get one more year of wages or NIL or whatever it is playing in college that you wouldn't have gotten because you didn't make an NFL team, then yeah, I don't think I can blame you. But I also acknowledge it is completely ridiculous, and it sucks that the players are wearing it when this is really just a decades-long NCAA flaw, because as soon as schools started getting millions of dollars for their television rights back in the 80s and 90s, that was when there should have been some acknowledgement that, it's weird that the players don't see any of this money, right? And here we are still talking about collective bargaining. And if that were a thing in a contract, once you sign with an NFL team or declare for a draft, you're no longer eligible to play college sports, then yeah, I'd be like, well, you agreed to that. We all, this is a CBA. It's collectively bargained, but this is not the case. That's not how it's working right now.
We hold them to this strange standard. For example, if I'm a regular college student, there have been countless examples of people who went to school, joined the workforce, decide, I'm going to go back to school. They are not met with any judgment whatsoever. And these people have legal reasons to be like, I can go back. I have more eligibility. I can't, and they're actually getting paid to go. Yet there's a lot of moral grandstanding when it comes with it that is a little unfair when you just compare it to Gen Pop.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is obnoxious. But Memphis, UNLV at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm excited for.
We have an ongoing storyline, all right, that has come from this Daquan Wright, Cleveland Browns, LSU situation. And I want you to follow along here with us, Jess. On Monday, all right, we heard from Todd Monken, who the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, who spoke about this Daquan Wright situation. At this point, they'd put him on waivers, and if he cleared waivers, he was going to, which he did, he would then go and sign with LSU. So here, let me take you back a couple days ago. Here was Todd Monken, head coach of the Cleveland Browns, telling you how he had a missed call from Lane Kiffin.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you know, I wondered why Lane Kiffin reached out a week ago. Now I know. I mean, now I know. I didn't call him back. Now I guess I should have. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, so Todd Monken there is saying, all right, you know, that's why Lane Kiffin was calling me. You know, he's poaching my player.
I should have called him back.
Should have called him back. I thought it was originally weird. You don't have 60 seconds. Lane Kiffin, you have a message from Lane Kiffin. You don't have 60 seconds to call him back.
Why wouldn't you call him back?
Weird, right? Yeah. Really strange. So the next day, of course, Lane Kiffin, at his media availability in Baton Rouge, was asked about the phone call that he made to Todd Monken.
There's some inaccuracies in that story, but I don't know. Maybe someone else called them that said they were me, you know? So I actually don't know Todd. So I guess somebody left him a text or call that was me, because I don't know him or have his number.
Now, you can say that Lane Kiffin is kind of a douchebag, whatever, but I don't think he's lying there. That looks like someone who doesn't know who Todd Monken is.
Yeah, but that call is so traceable, though. I mean, any call into a head football coach's office, that number is going to be traceable. You know, he may have a burner phone or whatever, I don't know, but it's tough to say you didn't make that call.
Are you saying that they're monitoring calls on a cell phone for college football coaches? Are you out your mind?
No.
Or NFL coaches?
Okay, let's say a crime is involved here. A major crime is involved. You don't think the cops have access to that number?
Well, they have access to every number.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you're Todd Monken's guy, you look at his list of numbers. What I'm saying is the Browns can prove whether or not a call came from a number associated with Lane Kiffin.
Well, this story continues
it's
now.
It's easy to trace.
Okay, so Todd Monken claims that Lane Kiffin called him, doesn't know why, assumes it was because of Daquan Wright.
I'm like a dog with a bone on this one.
Then Lane Kiffin says, I don't know Todd Monken, nor do I have his phone number. So now, obviously yesterday, Todd Monken was now going to be asked, what the hell is going on?
One of our staff had said that they'd gotten a text. I should have followed through with it. Maybe they meant someone from their staff, right? That's on me. Should not throw someone's name out there without what? Following through with it, right? I was just making light of it. I was really not trying to make a big thing of it. It was just like, man, what this world we've come to. And I shouldn't have thrown that out there, right? Like, to me, hey, I can't control this, right? It was almost silliness and goofiness, like, Really? This is what we've come to, where guys can be here and go back to college. It's really not a big deal, other than I probably shouldn't have without knowing for sure, you know. So it is what it is.
All right, someone needs to go back to Lane now.
What this world
We-
we've come to.
Yeah, the back and forth.
This needs to be a
Okay.
season-long arc.
This is. He could have just said, "I was kidding."
That's
It was
exactly
obviously
what
said in
happened.
jest. It was obviously a joke. The first press conference, he's obviously like, "Oh, Lane Kiffin called me, LOL." Like, who cares? Like, does this matter?
This is the dumbest shit. How does Todd Monken not just get up there and say, I thought I was making up something funny, and
What this world we've come to?
That's
No,
the part.
just
That
say
was the
I'm
part.
JK.
Like, all these days, you know.
Right, nothing worse than a damn liar. Todd Monken, you having a hell of a week, big
Yeah.
bruh. I don't believe nothing you talking about no more, bruh.
He's got
Basically
other
what had
problems.
happened was
Did the people who bugged Lane's office at Ole Miss, are they able to infiltrate his cell phone records so we can see what happened
Okay,
here?
I'm not saying they bugged his office. What I'm
No, they. Never mind.
Okay, who got the text? One of Monken's assistants got a text from LSU.
I'll take the vine here. I'll follow what Jess was trying to set up. Jess, there was rumor and innuendo that the offices at Ole Miss were bugged after Lane Kiffin left, and Pete Golding was asked about this rumor and innuendo, and here it is in the press conference.
Any bowl game playoff system, obviously, you're going to up security. I'm not sure that there was a hiring process of here we go with the FBI. I do think we probably have a current player whose dad just so happens to work for the FBI that lives in town, that from that standpoint, there was no measure to go, oh my gosh, here, come in from that standpoint. But no, obviously, anytime you get in that playoff system and you had guys from this building go to other places, you want to make sure it's secure for your players.
I'm going to tell you something. College football is the best. I mean,
Yes!
it's just the best.
I mean, Lane Kiffin is just such a necessary evil in this sport. He just makes everything so fun.
Exactly. It's important to remember that this is here for our entertainment, and we should enjoy it and soak it all in. I'm with you. And Greg, I wanted to have your back. I wanted to do the thing where I'm like, I'm with Greg on this one, but I did sort of lose you for a second.
Okay.
But it's okay. We'll come back. I'm confident.
Okay.
I'm confident
Okay.
we'll agree on something
Okay.
before this segment ends.
Okay. I may not have explained myself well enough. I'm just saying, if you call Todd Monken's office or you leave a text for him, it's traceable. That's all.
Something with you
He's
ever
right
since
about
that,
that.
ever since that Connors interview. Just a little off.
Who?
You.
Oh, he thinks his name is Curtis.
Looking
still.
right at you.
Connor Curtis.
Oh, Connor Curtis or Curtis Connor?
Yeah.
What is it?
Clark Connors.
Yeah, you got
Clark
it.
Connors.
That
My bad.
Odd
you are
vibes.
Oh
just-
my God, you guys! Tim Curry died.
Yeah, we saw
No.
that come across.
Is that right? I'm hearing about this for the first time.
You know who that is?
Yeah, of course.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Greg, if Greg's
died
not
a
a
long
Rocky
time
Horror
ago.
Picture Show,
No, he
No,
died
died
today.
today.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He was very ill, and that was
Yeah.
known about him. But no, he died
he's
today.
been out of the public for a while.
I didn't know
Don't
that.
count your tips in public.
Wow.
Ugh, Muppet Treasure Island was my favorite movie.
I mean, we're reacting to this live. I feel like he died a long time ago.
You should
No.
stay entrenched
No,
there.
it's been explained to you.
It's trending everywhere that he just died. But you should stay. You should stay where you're at. I think.
Literally just died.
That's a great
You're
soundtrack
confused because
album.
I think he had a stroke a few years
Well,
ago.
he's been very
and-
sick.
Yeah, I think you're just a little confused. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were live, but
I don't
I'm
know,
sorry to bring this
Jess. Why are
across
you
the
confusing
timeline.
that studio so bad today?
Okay.
My bad.
She got them
Should we
boys
talk about
reeling.
the Jaguars' new uniforms?
Go
Oh,
ahead. I'm going
God.
to gather myself here.
Okay. At first glance, you think I don't see what the big deal is. These look fine. And then you zoom in on the pants and they
Yeah.
are animal print. And I think they're perfect for the city of Jacksonville. They are spectacular.
I
What do
saw
you think,
them.
Greg?
I saw them compared to Lululemon.
Yes, that's exactly what they look like.
I love them.
They look like a Lulu print.
These look
That's
cool.
so true.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm with Roy. Roy just said off mic that he doesn't like the font and the rivalry
Yeah, I don't love the
uniforms.
font.
I don't
That's
love
true.
it either. But there is a good uniform here, and it's starting with the pant.
Greg?
Who named them Bold City? Is that a nickname they just made up for themselves? I've never heard that before. I'm
I
just
haven't
raising the
either.
question. Yeah, Bold
Oh,
City.
I'm with Greg on this one.
Yeah, thank you, Jess.
Bowl? BOWL or BOLD?
BOLD, Bold City. I've never once heard that nickname applied to Jacksonville.
If you were going to give that nickname to a city in America, which one would you give it to?
It wouldn't be Jacksonville.
Which would it be? That's what I asked.
You know, Jackson, Wyoming.
What?
I give it to Boulder.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There it is.
Boulder City.
I got to tell you, I'm shocked right now with this Tim Curry news.
Are you? Are you shocked that you found out he wasn't already dead? Is that what
Yeah.
you're shocked about?
Yeah, that's what I'm shocked. I really thought he passed away a while ago.
You mentioned that.
I had not heard that he passed away until today. Huge
when he
Tim
passed
Curry
away.
Well,
fan.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I have his Rocky Horror Picture Show album in my collection, and one of my favorite rock songs from the late 70s, was a Tim Curry song called "I Do the Rock," which, if you haven't heard it before, it's a banger.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, amazing. Clue,
flick.
Loved him in Clue.
Clue, yes.
It, that's right. He was the original Pennywise in
Home
It.
Alone, Lost in New York.
This like Rocky Horror
He's a
Picture
legend.
Show was, is a cult classic.
Massive.
People still go to see it.
Yep.
And dude, between this and Dolly Parton, huge cultural tent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tentpoles.
Greg, according to Reddit, Jacksonville received the nickname via self-marketing after the 1968 major restructuring of the city and county. Due to our newly formed big-ass city, they slapped that slogan onto road signs to sway people to move there, most notably being the 1968 photo of Mayor Hans Tanzler standing on a ladder with busty actress Lee Meredith. I don't know who Lee Meredith is.
Busty.
Yeah. Thank you
Tanzler.
to this 2-year-old Jacksonville subreddit comment.
Okay.
From whichever user posted it. There you go. Bold
Jess,
City.
Self-marketed.
Jess, what is going on with this Aura Ring lawsuit? I'm not even sure I know what an Aura Ring is.
Okay. I have a family member who has one of these. I don't have one of them, but it's sort of like an Apple Watch, but it's on your finger. It's do you remember Whoop? Remember those? It's kind of like that.
Whoop,
it's
there
like
it is?
monitoring your
Tag team.
It's monitoring
Back
your
again?
like biometrics, I guess.
Okay.
But one of the things Aura Ring does is it tells you if you had a good or bad sleep score. And one of my family members like swears by it. She's like, I had a really bad sleep score last night, and I'm like, okay, but are you tired? Well, no.
Yeah, like don't you just
Then
know when you wake up if you slept good or not?
Right. But it gives you a sleep score. But now there's a class action lawsuit that they're basically just like kind of making it up. And it's kind of like a 50-50 guess as to whether or not you get a good night's sleep or a bad night's sleep. And I don't know if those allegations are true.
Roy, do you have an Aura Ring?
Yes.
Look at that. Jess, he's got one.
Roy, do you think the sleep tracking is accurate?
No.
So what are you wearing it
Well,
for?
there you go.
Well, it's technically a replacement for my wedding band.
I
You know, it was
imagine
stolen.
your Aura Ring takes your personality, and every morning it's just like it was fun. When Roy asked how was the sleep, it was okay.
Yeah, it does actually.
Do you check it every day?
I've been checking it recently, and Chris is right.
And how often are you How often are you getting the good sleep report?
Every time I can pull.
Tell us about your sleep last night.
It wasn't great last night.
What does it actually say though? Give us the exact
I'll pull up the
verbiage.
app right
Now, if it says that you didn't get good sleep, do you always oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't feel great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
It
Because
sort
I don't
of
feel
is
great
like a
right now.
self-fulfilling thing. Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I got a bad sleep score. That's why I don't feel good today. Or like, oh, I got a great sleep score. Today's going to be a great day. Like, it's maybe like gives you a little bit of like a placebo effect. I don't know. But anyways, I am all for these class action do you guys get emails from like law firms sometimes that you're part of one of these?
Oh, yeah.
I got one yesterday from European Wax Center in Florida, and I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Get on that.
What did they do to me now? What thing did they subject me to? It turns out it was like some data leak thing, but I will be signing up for it.
I got one from the NBA 2 days ago. I was like, whoa.
Get on that.
Really?
You feel me? Yes, sir. I think it's some league pass situation happening.
You're going to
Roy,
get some money.
Talk to me about your sleep, Roy.
All right, total sleep was 5 hours and 3 minutes. Restfulness was good. REM sleep was an hour and 24. Deep sleep was 53.
Wow,
Congrats.
5
58
hours.
minutes,
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
enough, Roy. Come
Nope,
on.
sure
Yeah, that's
isn't.
not enough.
What are you doing, man?
Were you up late watching hockey or something?
No, it's not hockey season yet. Claire couldn't
You could have
sleep.
been watching a
YouTube
replay.
videos.
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
watching a replay. I was watching baseball, but Claire couldn't sleep, so it was
Classic
early.
Claire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tossing and turning.
Oh, Princess Claire.
All right.
You toss or turn
Yeah.
more?
I'm not a toss and turner. No,
No.
no,
You don't toss or turn?
no.
I'm
Stay on the
just
side.
Greg.
I'm a
a
flipper.
tosser.
I'm a flipper. I start on one side, a couple times through the night, just flipping to the other
Yeah, I
side.
flip.
You're not supposed to sleep like a crime scene outline, like you know what I'm talking about when you're like face down
You're
with
not?
your knee up.
Who the hell sleeps
Apparently, oh, I do every night. It's
Face
so
down?
comfortable. Face down with my knee
Oh,
like up.
I think of that as a side sleep. I know what you're talking about, where like if I'm on my left side, my right knee is like kind of up near my
But
stomach.
is your tummy flat on the bed?
It's kind of a weird angle. Like it's a hybrid between. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, to me, that's like a
Yeah.
hybrid between side sleeping and on your
I
stomach.
sleep on my back with my arms up like this.
Wow.
You must.
No,
No
you
wonder.
don't. No, you
No wonder
don't.
you snore so much.
Like you're being held up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very
Like you're on a
comfortable for
roller
me.
coaster.
That's how I sleep.
My dad sleeps on his back with his legs crisscross applesauce and his hands folded on his stomach.
Right, as if I'm in a coffin.
It's one of the scariest
your-
things to ever stumble upon.
Do your knees not hurt when you wake up? Your
No,
hips?
I find it very comfortable.
You got to Meg the Stallion knees, huh?
Jess, you could hear her the weekly Notre Dame podcast, The Echoes, with Mike Golick Jr. Great job, Jess.
I'm gonna finish my PB&J now.
There you go.
Wow, looks like a slice of pizza.
Hear that crunch? Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings Sports. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Trista.
The Golden State Valkyries take on the Connecticut Sun, who are going to turn into the Houston Comets. The Golden State Valkyries, 13.5-point favorites on the road. The Connecticut Sun are actively tanking the Valkyries' best defense in the W. Give me Golden State. Juju, what you got?
The Seattle Storm are taking on the Toronto Tempo. Here's a little hint about the Toronto Tempo. Marina Mabry out. Brittany Sykes out. Who else? Maria Conde out. Anissa Morrow out. So I would take Seattle minus 6.5 tonight against the
Greg,
Spread.
Give me that.
Greg, Toronto Tempo, small local newspaper or professional WNBA team?
Newspaper.
Wow.
You know about that non-binary set of mascots that they just rolled out?
It's a WNBA team, Greg.
I know. Binary mascots?
Dez.
What? What is happening? Your father's been giving him a weird vibe.
Can I give an
today.
impromptu show award? Steal Juju's bit here, and Dominique's like, can we just Greg all-time odd vibe today?
Yeah.
Odd vibe.
Mediocre job.
I don't know what to do with it. It's like I'm facing a southpaw. Yeah.
Knuckleballer.
I got to stand up for myself when a pro wrestler comes in here.
And your way of doing that
and
is
lies to America.
just be odd.
I'm not odd.
All right. I wanted to be on your side. I think the things that he was doing in there, it seemed like he had done his homework with the so on and so forth. I wanted to be on your side. I genuinely did. But you made it so uncomfortable that I reacted as I did.
See, he did what you do, which is he expected the blowback, and so he had a story. Oh, I've been saying that since childhood.
You think he was lying about the high school
when my
coach?
buddy Jack Smithson and
It
I
was
used
too.
to
It was
say-
too quick, don't you think? He had it right on the ready.
Why is it too quick? Rehearsed.
What? No, you asked him where he got "We're rolling now, huh?" And he just told you.
And he was ready for the question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Most people are ready for questions they know the answer to.
Zagaki.
See?
Yeah. Give him 2 of that award.
Can't put my finger on it. It's just odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing the okay thing. And then look at I know. You know what you're doing.
You may be right.
There we go.
As a mentor of mine once said, to diffuse any
Was your
argument.
mentor Billy Joel? See, you just sold Billy Joel.
You may be right.
Acknowledge Billy Joel.
Edwin Pope was saying you may be right before Billy Joel hit the scene.
I may be crazy.
Okay.
I think I figured it out. It's you are unsettled and you know something is amiss, but you can't
Nail on the
quite
head.
be vehement in your accusation.
He
so
doesn't
you're
know.
like-
Yes.
It's
like-
kind of.
I think he thinks like, wait, are you guys making fun of me?
He
Are
doesn't
you
know
trying
if
to get one over on
he doesn't
me?
know if the joke's on him or if he's in on the joke, and so he's just like, I'm just gonna sit on the outskirts here and be cool.
He's not gonna take a quiz, guys.
That's true. Very well put. Very well put. Is that even on my list? I don't think that's on my list.
It's not.
75?
Well, we gotta start over.
That did not make the top 70.
That's
It did. You said it
absolutely
today.
on the list.
You said it today.
I did?
Yeah,
That is
you said it today.
100%
Oh,
on your
good.
list.
This happens weekly where he
Okay, I'm not
forgets
sure.
ones that are on the list.
Very good.
I'll never forget that one. Let that turn up on pro wrestling and then deny that he's saying it because it was on my catchphrase
All right.
countdown.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not bitter.
Okay.
You'll watch tonight and get back to us.
I will watch it. I'm a wrestling fan now. When's it on?
Tonight. There's a
Tonight?
show tonight.
Yeah, what time?
8 p.m.
You know what? I can't. I'm watching the latest Ted Lasso.
That's on demand.
That's available whenever you
I
want.
heard it's
No,
good.
but we didn't watch it last night, so we got to watch it tonight.
Cool. Watch that at 7:30.
Yeah, I'll be doing something else at 7:30.
Greg, remember when Bill Lawrence was stealing all your stuff and putting it in the rooster?
Uh-huh.
Everybody's trying to steal from my boy, man.
Exactly. Thank you.
Did we ever get to the bottom of that? Weren't you saying that like the main character in his show was based off you?
Steve Carell.
I claimed
Was
it.
a writer
Yeah,
named Greg?
Right, yeah.
Who loved the Panthers?
I claimed it. And coincidentally, I wanted to get Bill Lawrence has been on my podcast, The Great Cody Show. I wanted to get him on again to playfully talk about that, and he ghosted me.
He has a lot going on right now.
I wonder why.
Salute to our brother Bill Lawrence for his Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame.
Yes,
Oh,
very
come on
nice.
now.
Good job, Bill.
Well
Good job, Bill.
great.
You deserve it.
Well
You deserve it.
Juju, you got a top 5 for us today?
Oh, yes, I do, brother. I'm just like you. When I see a superhero movie on, I'm like, I got to lock in. Sorry, baby. So it made me think of a top 5. Before I say the top 5 list, there was a decision made in one of these superhero movies that I was like, that was dumb. What? That was big dumb. It's on the list. So I made a top 5 dumbest people / decisions in movie history.
All right.
Number 5, Mayor Larry Vaughn for keeping that damn beach open.
Sipping on some scissor.
What the heck, bro? Giles is out there biting folks as we speak. Close the beach bit, bro. Number 4, and here we are. Star-Lord, you idiot.
Yep.
I feel like they had beat Thanos. It was over.
Yep.
And here comes Star-Lord. What did you do to Gamora? No. And got his ass blink, and lost
Sipping
the
on some scissor.
Yeah, Odysseus behavior. You got away from the Cyclops. What are we doing? Pride.
Exactly. I forgot. I should have put that on the list. Oh, well, like Odysseus. Bro, what the hell? Y'all boys was gone. And then you come and tell me something. Bye-bye. Nah.
Sipping on some scissor.
Number 3, my brother, Craig from Friday. Come on now. Brother, they was looking for a couple $100. He finally got his girl to come over and say, you know what? I'm going to give you this money. How much you need? And then here come Felicia, punk ass. Yeah. And Craig, you supposed to tell Felicia, not right now. I don't give a damn what you talking about. I'm talking to my girl. No, he walked away and told her that privately. Like, what are you doing? Get out of here. And then he went back to the car and she said, nah, you think you're slick. Ask that B for some money. And squalled off.
Sipping on some scissor.
You feel me? Come on now. Number 2, my brothers and yours. Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dune.
Sipping on some scissor.
Self-explanatory, all movie. Dumbass after dumbass decision. And the number 1 dumbest person in all of movie history. I'm sorry, I'm an ally. Lois Lane. Sis. Superman just flew your ass around the country damn near, hand in hand, in his arms. The next morning, you at lunch, and here come Clark Kent, and you dumb as it. That's hold on, bro. Wait a damn second. Put a Superman. You Superman. This Joker did not get it ever. She's the dumbest person in movie history.
Sipping on some scissor.
There you go. That's a top 5 dumb decisions in movies. Let's update our polls here before we get out of here, Juju.
Which show is more intense, The Bear or Handmaid's Tale? 52% of the audience said The Bear.
Okay.
Right. Are they? Oh, this. I'm sorry, guys, for this poll. On the front end, I'm just doing my damn job. Are there any heavy-set WNBA players?
I was surprised we put this one up.
Exactly. 58% of the audience says yes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you got to be honest. You know?
Human nature.
Yeah.
And the last most important poll. Should Zaslow drop the 2.0 from his show title?
Wow.
78% of the audience says yes, he should.
Whoa.
That's
And
a super
those are your
majority.
polls.
That's
Okay.
a super majority.
Landslide.
All right. Good job, Juju.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.